Welcome to Super Chats. I'm Nick.
I'm Cameron.
I'm Carlos.
And this week, well, a lot's happened. And also, we went to OshiUplink.
As long as you're not me.
That's true. 2/3 of us went to OshiUplink, and 1/3 of us decided that his job was more important, and he didn't care about VTubers. So
I heard Carlos say that. I heard him say like he's planning on not watching them anymore. And when I showed him all the guests, he said all those look stupid and dumb.
Yep. He actually complained about the number of VTubers there. He said there was too many VTubers.
Carlos said, I would enjoy 3D lives more if there weren't so many fucking VTubers in them.
Yep. And then he said he's watching football and not to bother him on Sundays.
Yeah.
All right, now you've gone too far.
There we go. We hit the pushback point.
That's what we need.
Carlos, I have one question before we get started in earnest, which is, would you like to see the souvenirs that I got for you? Or would you like to just wait until you get them in person?
I guess you may as well show them. When's the last time I've even seen?
It's been like 2
either of
months
you in
since
person?
I've seen you. Yeah.
I miss you, Carlos.
We all miss you, Carlos.
My job has decided I'm not allowed to have a life currently and indefinitely.
Jobs have a tendency to do that, unfortunately. Okay, but here, look. I have my badge. It's my badge. It says my name on it. You can't read it because I'm mirrored, but mirror the mirror, Carlos, in the edit, or don't. It's fine. But yes, this was what I got. Cameron bought 2 light sticks.
It's true. This cost me 110 Canadian dollars.
Yep, he got them from Neon Shrine. They're King Blades. They're really nice, and I know because I bought one as well, which is right here. Cameron bought the, if I turn it off, you can probably see it actually a little easier, what it actually is. Mine's Utano Pandora, yay!
Ooh.
What's really wild
And
is
then
like we
Cameron-
went and I remembered like all the lessons we learned from Breaking Dimensions where they had the little video on how to do it at the start.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, holy shit, okay. Those were like life lessons, like riding a bike.
Yeah, there's like 3 things you need to be able to do with your light sticks when you're attending a show, and then everything else is like expert level, basically.
Okay, so we're gonna like once we get into Oshi Uplink, I'm sorry, that's probably just gonna be like the whole show, which is wild because enough happened this week for this to already be a busy episode before we went to a fucking convention. But
That's okay.
Yeah.
I filled in stuff with the expectation of much of it may or may not actually be talked about.
Okay, that's a good expectation this week.
good.
We've already started into Oshi Uplink merch. How about we talk about that, and then we'll talk about our actual experiences. I showed off my badge. I was a regular attendee. Cameron was a founder. He was one of the people that gave extra money and got extra perks, which was nice.
So I became a founder. Originally, I'd bought the normal pass. I decided to become a founder for one fucking simple reason. If I went to the fucking VTuber convention, that's like a fucking 4.5-hour drive that cost me much money in PTO and time, and I got no meet and greets, I was actually not going to have a ton of fun. I needed to get one. As long as I had one, the whole trip is justified, and I'm not sitting there seething, looking at Nick like, oh. So I did the upgrade. It's a good thing I did, because when I got my meet and greets in the VIP lounge or whatever the fuck, when the general admittance happened, I just completely brain blanked, completely forgot it happened. I was
Yeah,
literally
so-
staring at a wall instead of getting meet and greets.
If you had the founder pass, then you got a first round chance at getting meet and greets, and then after that, it went to everybody else. They were capped. There was a cap to number, so like the regular attendees were guaranteed a chance to get into those
Yeah,
meet
like
and greets, right?
the premium guys can't eat all of them, which is important to note. It's not a lottery. It was first come, first serve, which means some stuff was a blood bath.
Yeah, very much so.
Like I did not
but you
even
got-
fucking
so-
open the Beasties tab. Fuck, that ain't happening.
Yeah, like you had a chance to get, like you had 2 chances to get in. I only had the one. Is the biggest thing, and I still got more meet and greets than you. Neener, neener, neener.
Well, that's because
But also,
my
it's not
taste-
about quantity. It's about quality.
I have such normie taste. Like I seem to only be attracted to VTubers who at some point get like a viral clip.
So
I was gonna
either
say,
way, you
except for
had
Dr. Nova,
your
but she
founder
gave
pass.
Asperf.
And, what'd you say?
I was about to say except for Dr. Nova, but she gave ass birth, so that kind of caught on.
Fair. Yeah. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So you had 2 meet and greets. I had 5. We'll talk about those in a minute. Because there was significantly more meet and greets happening anyways. But like I said, I wanted to start off with merch real quick. Look, I bought a Ricky Poppet tag. It goes on my luggage. It's pretty cool.
That's amazing. Wow, Ricky
Yeah,
Poppet.
it's really nice. It's very
Too bad she
embroidered.
hates us.
It is sad that Ricky Poppet does in fact hate us. This is a little shibby cotton bum, which I thought was
Aw.
cute.
Ooh.
Some of the only Vealer merch we saw, which was still nice to see.
Yeah. I saw there was some Velour merch floating around. There's a little Mara. I got a little Mara Vespidae.
There she is.
There's a little Strawny Cuddles.
There she is.
Joe's really happy about. And they were running a deal at this booth where if you buy 3, you get 1. So I got Neppy. And Neppy's from a different group, but I do like Neppy a lot. She's cool. And there's the back of Neppy. You can see her hair.
Oh my god.
Ooh. You know, they're not normally done in that way. It's normally just mirrored.
Yeah, I think all the other ones are just mirrored on the other side. Aside from that, I got this NASA. This I got from the official Face Connect booth.
Ooh.
They also were running a gacha at the Face Connect booth where you could like reach into a bag and pull out like a bunch of different postcards that had different people on them. And I mean they were all like sealed inside little like reflective envelopes, so you couldn't tell what was in them. And then when you opened them, it would reveal who they are. Guess who I got? It was NASA. So
As in,
I
he had
doubled
already
up on
bought
my
it.
NASA there.
Yeah, he doubled up.
I found these 2 little Echo Moris,
Oh my god.
which were cute, and so I picked those up. I bought so much acrylic this time that I didn't need. And then Carlos, I didn't forget entirely about you, Carlos. I got you this sticker.
There you go, Carlos.
You might like it.
Is it delicious?
Honestly, that
sticker.
was a little freebie, but I also got you this, which is a little Sheena
Oh.
with a shotgun. I knew that you'd like that a lot. And then also I got
do like
some
that.
I got some art prints as well, and one of them is for you. I think you'll really like it. There's an Eno one for you. They're somewhere
Ooh.
else right now. I have to get them later. Cameron,
Yeah. Hi.
what sort of swag did you get?
Well, I don't know, Nick, because it's at my house and not my hotel.
That's really rather unfortunate.
So if I'm going
know-
off of memory, there were some teas I bought from a tea booth, and they both look yummy. I haven't had any yet. They were selling the final Doki Bird tropical shirt for dog. So I bought that. It's the last one they had. It was their XL size.
Doki Bird was really excited about that because now she can force them to make more. She was posting about it on Twitter.
So there's my dog. He likes it. He's a big fan.
Oh, what a good boy.
Something about putting a dog in a shirt and then leaving the shirt unbuttoned that like triples the dog's aura.
He needs sunglasses, and then he'll be perfect.
Ah, he looked comfy in it, but he was definitely too big to button it. So I put it on him for a little bit. He was fine, but then I took it off because I don't know. He's never worn clothes before, so it must have been a culture shock. I bought like a little acrylic.
Goggles.
I bought a little acrylic keychain that says "Freak Phantom," which I guess that's me. I looked in my bag and saw I bought stickers I didn't remember buying, and now I forgot which ones they were again. So I guess they go back to what they were before. And
Fair.
what was the last thing I bought? Oh yeah, Carlos, I bought you a present as well.
Oh.
I don't have it here to demonstrate it, but you know what, Carlos? You can get the same experience as the audio listeners for once, and I can just tell you what it is. Carlos, it is a very small, yayish big cushion depicting the crab VTuber you like.
Sheena.
Yeah, whatever she is.
She's just a girl.
So I just want you to know, Carlos, I need to tell you the secret. The sequence of events on this, which was really funny to me. I saw the pillow blankets and I went, and I turned to Nick and like with no warmth in my heart, I went, Carlos likes that one, right? And Nick looked and went, yeah, that's Sheena. And then I buy it immediately. And Nick's like, okay, I guess that's your gift for him then. What should I get? I guess I can get him a cushion? No, then it'll look like you copied me. Also, if you get a Sheena, like you're just flat out copying me, dude.
Cameron would have been clueless as to whether you liked her really or not, and would have just bought you something.
No, screw you. I know so many VTubers Carlos likes. The problem is they're all graduated or on hiatus.
I'm sorry, okay?
I'm not buying. There is so much fucking Saba shit, and I'm not buying any Saba merch till she's back. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's valid.
Because the second you buy it for
at this
Carlos,
point.
she's like done. Like she's gonna be like, I'm joining the band Kiss, so I need to leave my VTuber activities.
That's okay. I can put the Sheena stuff here and along with the Sheena pin that I still keep at my desk.
Good.
Hey.
Only this is regular Sheena, not crab Sheena. So now I also have crab Sheena.
Very nice. Also, there's a small collection of Trekkie style bromide cards that someone has, Cameron, that I have acquired. I got 3, I think. 3 Trekkie style bromide cards.
So first we have Echo Mori.
That's mine. That's my Echo Mori,
Yeah.
you butthole. Do not consume the bat. You will get diseases.
That's okay. Here's one. Spoilers for our meet and greets, I guess. That's Yina Youngblood with me.
It sure is.
I love her. We're getting married. What
Congratulations.
else? One second. This is me with my daughter, Ricky Poppet. As you can see, no one's happy in this photo, which is very realistic.
Why tall?
Yeah, she was very upset with how tall I was. We'll get to that, I guess. And then this is you.
Oh my god, I'm Mr. John Podcast. That's gonna come back around at least once or twice.
Is that Yino one? Did she like draw arms on that or something?
So
Yeah,
the fun thing with the Chroma Shift ones is you would take it, you would take the photo with them, and then you would come back later and they would have like drawn on it, and then they like printed it out for you with all the stuff they drew on it.
Yeah, which is like really cute. That's such a good idea.
That is really cool, actually.
Yeah, and I believe I had never actually opened it to look at it, but I believe I got one from Penny as well. I'm just not sure, like, if that's what was in that or not, but I did get something from Penny.
You mean this?
Yes. Will you open that and tell me if it's a Trekkie style bromide card or not?
I was waiting for your explicit permission because it felt wrong.
I appreciate that. Because I don't know if it's that or if it's just like a nice little message or what it is. I know that she also gave me a piece of candy with a little card, which was very cute. and I appreciated that a lot.
Peel me
Do I have a
open.
little card with me? So much acrylic on my desk. Oh, also, I forgot to say this. I also bought this, which is also NASA. But this is an official Phase Connect standee. I got it off a guy that had it and was selling it. He was one of the dudes that, like, was running a Phase Connect Discord, like, specifically for this event. And, he was really cool. I'm sorry, can I see that? Hey! It is a Wolfie Style Bromide card.
Ooh.
I'll treasure it always.
It was... So, I guess that does lead us neatly into... Oh, thank you. Please don't forget it and sit on that. I'll be very sad. We'll give her a little snack. She does need that.
I gave her 3
That does
banana
lead
chips.
us... Fair... That's good. That's... I don't think she has a banana allergy or anything. But that does lead us neatly into the meet and greets that we did go to.
Woo! Yay, more photos on my phone. I'm too awkward to look at. Can I tell you something?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I've literally never looked at the photo I took with Bae with both eyes open.
It's like staring at the sun. You have to squint really hard.
No, that didn't happen. So, like, hey, let's, just in case, actually. For those of you who may not know, OshiUplink is a young convention that just had its first ever go-around in the beautiful nation of Canada in the self-hating city of Toronto. This is OshiUplink's first year. Like I said, it's a small convention, probably about 1,000 people in attendance.
I think it was a little over, but yeah, it's pretty close.
Like they said, this just about, I'm going off the stats they shared on the Discord. So, very fresh convention. The Northeast doesn't really have a lot of steady VTuber cons yet. It's mostly just been kind of piggyback riding off of the larger establishments, such as Anime Boston, Anime NYC. So it was very nice.
saying that VTuber they don't have a lot of VTuber cons is kind of an odd thing to say, since they haven't really been around for very long yet.
But the West Coast.
Off-Guy is 5 this year, so...
Yeah, like that's 5 years of like the West Coast having a VTuber con. Like, that's long enough for little brother to get jealous.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we've moved out. We've moved out of anime conventions. So like they're having their own thing.
Honestly, there's a reason why for me Anime NYC is a no, but this convention was I'd consider, because at least this convention is mostly focusing on something I'm more intrigued by. Which I guess, not to anime con. I guess I'm more interested in talking to VTuber fans than anime fans.
Yeah,
I think
that's fair.
I don't think anime fans really challenge or intrigue me anymore. But
it's one of those things where like it is a very settled fandom at this point. But you're right. We should have gone over what OshiUplink actually is earlier.
It's fine. We did it here, and only the real ones know now. But anyways, so it was a 2-day convention. Oh, Nick, I think we just have to do a storyteller format. We're jumping way too quickly into like the details. We need to like immerse Carlos in the story. Like we're jumping to the good stuff. Like we're literally throwing away the sandwich buns.
We covered the swag at this point. Like that's just the material objects that we got and brought back with us that we can show off and be happy about. Now it's about the experience.
So Nick, I need to start with the actual trip there, which is we enter my vehicle. We are specifically taking my car because it's the size of a cow.
Yes, that is exactly correct. It is the only vehicle that we own that can fit a cow inside.
The cow, of course, being our Lord and Savior, Alicia De Lentano.
Yes.
She is inside of a protective cardboard sleeve. We load it in as we're driving the car. Something about the way we positioned it, it is making the most infernal noise. And if that went for 10 more minutes, I would have killed you.
Yeah, it was like butting up against one of the sides of the vehicle on the inside. So it was like squeaking every time there was a vibration, which was constant because there was a motor. So it was
Carlos
basically
came-
just squeaking a lot.
If Carlos had come along, I don't know where we would have put him, and we would have had.
That's the big question there.
Imagine Carlos did want to come, and we go, "Sorry, Carlos. Alicia doesn't want to move." Anyways, Nick pulls an immersive decision on me. He doesn't tell me he's doing this, and I need to share my mental state where I was at. We get to the part of the drive where we're gassed up, we're ready to go. We've both peed the second time that day. And he punches into directions, and I'm looking at my phone, doing whatever it is I do, rereading Reddit. And I hear out of nowhere the voice of Alicia De Lentano. And I don't know if Nick noticed, my eyes went to the cardboard for her.
Listen, I have it on video, so I know exactly what you did.
And then I looked at Nick and I realized, because I think I read Alicia had done this at some point. I'm like, oh no, she's our GPS, isn't she?
Yep. I had installed the Alicia De Lentano voice pack, and she was our guide to Canada.
Hello. My name is Nick.
I'm Cameron.
And we are on our way to OshiUplink, which is in Canada. We don't live in Canada, but we're excited to go. It's raining pretty bad right now. And also, just in general, the mood is very low. Now we're excited. Look at that guy. He's so excited. We're going to get on the road in just a second here. Here, hold this. Cameron, you know what I haven't turned on yet?
What?
GPS.
Yeah, because we didn't need it yet.
But we do now need it.
Yep. I mean, Canada's probably like north from here.
It is. So we're going to go to Hofbrau House. All right. First, which is in Buffalo, New York. I'm going to go ahead and start our navigation.
Okay, let's get going. Just try not to breathe, okay? Okay?
That scared me. I forgot she made that.
I did not tell Cameron that I have installed the Alicia De Lentano voice pack. Are you excited?
I thought like you were on a Discord with her. That scared the shit out of me. It's like, how the fuck did you make that happen?
Now we're having fun.
Yay! Alicia! Alicia!
Yeah, also, she's in the back.
Say something. Oh, she's excited.
There you go. She's fighting to escape.
Yeah.
That sounds bad. All right, either way, let's get driving.
So I think
And
it's
I will
around.
say,
Go ahead.
it's a good voice pack. It's very fun. It's her like screaming and being like, "Go right, go right, go right, go right." And that's really funny whenever the GPS isn't set to give you an update every like 0.2 of a mile up to your exit. So she would scream that like 5 times before actually getting to the turn. And then once when we got there.
It was probably the third time that happened where Nick turned to me and said, "My hubris."
Yeah, but I was just like, I did this to hurt you, and I'm now just hurting myself. I really just needed to like turn down the amount of notifications that we were getting, but I had no idea how to do it, and I was
He could have
driving a
asked
car,
me to
so-
do it. He could have done anything, but instead we turn right, turn right, turn right.
Yep.
Oh my lord.
Oh, really funny though.
So we go across the border. Thank the Lord
Oh wait,
above.
hey, we had
Oh.
a lovely lunch before going
All
across
right,
the
I wasn't
border.
sure if you wanted to talk about the lunch, but we can discuss the lunch.
I guess it was somewhere between a lunch and a dinner. It was a late lunch or an early dinner, but
That was dinner. It was after 4.
oh, okay, gotcha. Some would say it was the worst, but I think that they were the best worst I've had. We went to a German beer hall.
We went to the German beer hall, Hofbräuhaus, or however you pronounce it.
Hofbrauhaus.
Yeah, sure.
I've been wanting a worst plate from them for a very long time. Because there's not one that's super nearby to us. It's like a 2-hour drive no matter what for me to get this. And so I finally saw my chance and I was just like, we're stopping in Buffalo and this is what we're going to get. We had a big pretzel. I had the worst plate, like I said. Cam, you got pierogies and, what was you got Wiener Schnitzel.
I got the schnitzel. The Jaeger schnitzel, which, it was fine.
Jaeger Schnitzel. That's what it was, yeah.
It was under seasoned. The pierogies were pretty good. Definitely on the upper end of the pierogies I've had. The beer was all right. The strudel that we had for dessert was kind of perfect. It was absurdly good.
They had apple strudel for dessert and it was so good. Oh my god. Yeah, the rest of the food was good.
Yep. We get to the border of Canada and America. Bless the Lord, the border patrol man was not that curious about the person-sized cardboard in our vehicle.
He was curious where we were going because he has to ask us. You know what I mean?
Professionally.
And that's part of the, are you bringing in $5,000 in cash? Where are you going to? What are you doing in Canada? All that stuff, it was pretty straightforward. Not a very difficult lake crossing this time, which was nice. And we did get to explain a little bit about OshiUplink to him. I was like, it's sort of like an anime like streaming thing, like video game streaming and stuff. And he was like, oh, so you guys are gonna be like doing meet and greets and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, that's mostly what it is. I was like, it's going to be a small convention, probably less than like 2,000 people. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's probably why I haven't ever heard of anything like this. And I was like, yeah, probably. And then he let us through, which was nice. Oh, and we stopped and I got Canada bucks instead of America dollars.
I got some Canada dollars too. So we got to our place. It's an airport. There's an airport like right there, and those planes, they go low. They go mighty low.
Yeah, they were taking off and landing like over our hotel, which was like actually impressive because once you got into the hotel, you couldn't really hear them.
Yeah, like that hotel was built aware of the airport. We did not hear a plane inside there ever.
Yeah, and granted, there was also a convention happening, so there was other things going on. But even in like the hotel room,
yeah, even in our really bedroom. Whenever things were silent in our room. We get there, we get all of our shit in the room, we drop at the bar.
Oh yeah, we were getting on the elevator with the Alicia in the cardboard. The one person there's like, the person that got in with us was like standee, and I was like, yeah,
yeah,
it is definitely. As I say, if it wasn't a standee, then I can imagine there'd be even more questions. Like, because yeah, it was a 6 foot tall piece of cardboard that was 4 feet wide or whatever,
So we get settled in, we have our drink at the bar, we end up meeting a guy who was very nice. We kind of end up seeing him throughout the trip. Very nice to meet him.
Oh yeah, it was Nemo. Nemo's cool.
Yeah, Nemo. That's why I thought his name is, but I'm never the person to guess because I'm horrible at names.
Yeah, if I said his name wrong, I apologize, but I don't know. We were like some alcohol deep, I think, whenever we first met him anyways, but we sat there and talked to him at the bar for quite a while, which was good.
I have to share the anecdote of like what went down because like we were having a really good chat. He was very cordial. I really liked it. And we got to the part where we were talking about jobs and stuff, and it's like, I forget who brought it up. It was me and Nick are like, we're IT, we do this and that. And he's like, what do you? And we're like, what do you do? And he goes like, oh, I'm working. I forget specifically. I think he said he's working in cancer research.
Yeah, he works in cancer research.
And I don't remember exactly what the next person said, but there was someone to the right of him who turned and went, you said you work in cancer research? He goes, yeah. Well, me too. Let's talk.
Yeah, it was the other guy was like, I think it was like his brother-in-law or something worked in cancer research as well. But either way, it was just like, oh, okay, we got good quality folks here that are doing really important things.
it was just so funny watching our little ha-ha like anime woman conversation get fucking consumed by "we will end the final disease."
Yeah, like I thanked him for that too. I
Right.
was just like, thank you for
Yeah.
working on that. That's like such a fucking thing. So
continuing to reinforce stereotype that anime fans and furries are IT and medical experts,
yeah. Or in the Air
Yeah.
Force. Don't forget the Air Force.
or the Air Force.
Oh man. So
we got
it
settled.
was fun to, just sit down, have a chat, meet some people, have a beer,
We got settled into our room. We then had to make the decision of where to place the 6-foot effigy of a cow. Did you know there's nowhere good you can place a tall human thing that won't startle you?
Yeah, not in a single room like that. Eventually you're going to walk out of the bathroom and go, huh.
So
Which happened quite a
Alicia,
few times.
so she wasn't looking at the exterior door and not hovering over our beds or in the corner looking at us or facing out from the window. We positioned her so she was facing the bathroom door. So every time I opened the door, returning from whatever it was I was doing in my idol meeting, I would just, oh, it's just you, Alicia.
Or whenever we would come in the door, if she was still in the room, whenever we would come in the regular door, she was like right there as well. So
Yeah.
she got me once or twice. I got startled. It happens.
So then we slumber, and then day one of con. Day one of con, quite good. The benefits begin immediately for me because I don't have a line. They just grab me and put me at the front because I'm a founder.
Oh yeah, I was picking up my when we were picking up our badges. So they did some badge pickup on Friday, but by the time we got there, it was too late. We missed it by
Yep.
like 15 minutes or something. So we decided the first thing we had to do was go and get our badges picked up. I had to wait in line because I was scum tier, whereas Cameron was god tier and therefore could go to the front of the line. And therefore he got his immediately and then was like, all right, well, peace, bitch, and then left me standing in the hallway waiting for my scum ticket. At which point I was like, oh, but the line moved. The line was stuck pretty good for like the first, 5 minutes or so. There was like very little movement, but then they figured out whatever their problem was and we got moving pretty quick.
Yeah, I think
and so I had
think
my
they were
badge in
fixing
like
something.
10, 15 minutes or something total.
Yeah. I used my chance to scout ahead and get a lay of the land, feel out what all there is to be seen. Which we were on a schedule day one, and we were on a even weirder schedule day two. Like we had shit to do.
Day 2 had a lot going on, but day 1. So the way that the convention was laid out, set up was almost linear. Yeah, I can't use the word right now. Linearly.
Linearly.
Yeah. Either way, it was at one end you had like a couple meet and greet rooms, and then you had across from those the dealer's hall. And then as you went down the hallway, there was a curve that took you past the registration booth. And then past that, there was, or further down the hallway, you would eventually find the place where all the concerts were, which was like the main events room, and then a few more panel rooms. So it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah. It was a horseshoe-shaped convention, so to speak.
Yeah.
So
Good.
So I'd say the first marquee event for us, our first meet and greet of Oshi Uplink. Do you remember it, Nick?
I can tell you the first one that I have pictures of, photographic evidence of.
I probably have this photographic essence.
Okay. What did you have?
I believe our first was Iba Ambabova.
Iba Ananoba.
Iba Ambabova!
That's right. We saw Eva there, which was great because we walked up and immediately she said, "Hi, John Super Chats." This was also where we met the Eva Ananova, like a turbo fan. Like
Yeah,
her
oh my
biggest
god.
fan.
Oh my god. That guy,
Very
that guy
nice
is like,
guy.
oh, he was very nice, but like I immediately realized he was my enemy because like there was still like a childish part of me that's like maybe I can get the Eva Ananova cardboard cut out. Let me tell you, he got it, and it was never going
There
to
was
be
no
me.
stopping him.
It was
Yeah.
never going to be me, Carlos. We'll get to the auction at the end. Holy shit! But we met Eva. She was sweet as ever. This was the
There's
first
the
a big daw. It was a big first for us because wow, this is our first time going to a VTuber meet and greet. We're like, there's not a lot to meet, so I guess we're just greeting. Because we met
Yeah,
and
it was pretty funny because like we ran into a lot of VTubers that we've already talked to in the past, like either through the comments or chats or whatever. And like there were quite a few people that like it was the first time I'd ever talked to them, like even because I hadn't even like messaged in their chats or anything. You know what I mean? I may have left some comments on some of their tweets or something, but that's kind of the extent of like our interactions. And that was really nice in its own way too. There was a lot of SVP was there. They were the ones that sponsored. They did the lanyard sponsorship, so all their stuff was like on the lanyards. So you got like Perry Winkleton on here, and Serena Starstruck, and Lemmy Leach, and some other folks whose names are not occurring to my brain right now. I apologize.
they had a large presence.
Yeah, they had a big booth right in the middle. Very cool. They were the ones that were doing the Eva Ananova meet and greet as well.
Yeah, they brought her to us.
Yes. And then also, I think they didn't have Chio Chompy doing a meet and greet there, but they did bring like the Chio Chompy. I think she was part of like their karaoke thing or their concert that they did rather. So, which is one of the concerts that we did go to. But either way, Eva Ananova was very fun to talk to. Eva Ananova is usually very fun to talk to. She's cool. If you get the chance, I recommend you talk to Eva Ananova.
Great to talk to. Oh my gosh.
I think it was after her meet and greet, which again, very good, very fun. I got called John Super Chats as per usual. We then went to the first concert, I think.
Yeah.
Did we do
went
anything
to
in between?
We kind of walked around the hall. Which was
Yeah, we just kind of like, we did a bunch of like wandering around and buying stuff and checking out stuff. That's a nice
Merch
cat,
hall.
Carlos.
He's ignoring me.
what
Oh.
He usually ignores me.
He's a good boy. It's okay.
merch hall was pretty tight. Not a lot of space.
Yeah,
to move around.
The merch hall was really tight. There was a lot of merch vendors in there. There was not a lot of room in there. And day one, there was a lot of discussion from different vendors I was overhearing, and a lot of discussion from different attendees that were like, oh, I really hope a fire marshal doesn't wander through here because we're going to get kicked out. That was the biggest
kind of
concern
the-
that people had day one that I felt like. But even by the afternoon, a lot of the traffic cleared up in the dealer hall and things got easier. So
That's kind of just the story of small conventions as a whole. I've been to several very small anime conventions, and the dealer hall, despite whatever the size of the convention is, the dealer hall is always enormous and crowded.
yeah. Yeah, no, I remember going to Techo back when it was in the Wyndham. That was the thing. That like it was just like slammed in there. Yeah, hotel conventions are always kind of like that, unfortunately. But again, everybody was very well mannered, well behaved. I don't think I ran into a single instance of con funk, which was really nice. Like,
Oh, the miasma in the air.
yeah,
The sickness. Yeah, apparently some people went out their way to make comments like, "This is one of the better smelling cons." Which, yeah, fair. I definitely smelled
everyone
like
was very thoroughly
deodorant.
deodorized.
People
Yeah,
were
like-
making the effort.
which was nice. It's very appreciated, frankly. Yeah, so we wandered around the dealer's hall, got the lay of the land, kind of figured out where everything was, and then we went to the SVP concert, which was really good, really fun. Like I said, Eva Ananova took part in that, Chio Chompy was in that, and then a bunch of the SVP girls that were really, really good.
Yep.
They were doing really fun cover songs. I remember that Serena did Stellar Stellar, I believe, and then
I need to emphasize, at this point, I did not have pen lights yet. I literally just said out loud, I wish I had pen lights for this. And a stranger opened his bag and said, you now have pen lights.
yeah.
So
That
like
was
for the rest of
really,
the
really
concert,
sweet.
I could fucking rock and roll. And at the end, I gave him back. And then I went straight to the store and went, never, I will remember you always, stranger, but no longer will I be beholden to the generosity of such.
Yeah. I unfortunately had forgotten to bring my pen light that I already owned. But that's okay because I went with Cameron and I bought my new pen light, so now I've got two. Let's go.
Stab, stab,
Carlos,
stab,
or-
stab, 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 stab.
Cameron has a matching set, which is nice, whereas mine are different, but that's okay.
I was under a lot of pressure. Do I get matching ones or a lesbian couple?
I know what I would have chose.
Because I got two Shioris, but there's a moment where it's like, should I get a Narissa? But it's weird in that moment to express to a stranger in this transaction how much I enjoy these lesbians.
I don't think it is. It's the VTuber fandom. It's where lesbians and straight men hang out.
I'm aware.
Like, that's the point. All of us just kind of be like, anime titties, right? And then we high five. Like, that's kind of the fandom.
Really fun. I loved the concert too. Got to see a lot of talents I never heard sing before sing. I liked Periwinkle, I believe was her name. Was that the worm? Please refresh me on the worm.
Yeah.
Thank
That is
you.
Perry Winkleton. She did the cover
End of a
of
Life.
Maury.
Yeah, End of the Life. It was really
She
good.
did really good, too.
I watched her stream where she talked about how cool Oshi Uplink was, and then I saw that she had cell phone footage of the concert, and I just saw me sitting going. It's like, okay, cool. Glad I got to be a part of that. And this is also
As
where I
you were.
learned something. Okay, when we were at fucking Share the World, wherever the hell it's called, Hololive EN Concert 2 NYC, we learned how
Breaking Dimensions.
Fuck you. We learned the tech, right? Like set your color to your Oshi. Yay. Now set the color to the girl who's on stage. Yay. They don't teach you, Carlos, they don't teach you the selfish tech. So we're on blue, right? Everyone's blue. Out of nowhere, this happy wearing deranged man set his to orange, a complementary, a contrasting color to blue. And then he just starts doing this bullshit. And it's like, you're
That's like
standing
the hype
out.
moment. You're supposed to do that at the hype moment of the song.
No, he's breaking free from us. Like he thinks he's better than us. This is
Yeah,
the
well, it's
selfish
okay
tech.
whenever it gets complicated and intense, and you get somebody like, you know, it's real whenever there's like somebody up at the front that everyone else is following their
Yep,
lead
that's
because they've done practice before.
So that
and,
guy's
like,
important.
Yeah,
That guy is the pit master. He's there to make sure everyone's on the same page. And oh my God, you think you know a song. I'm listening to a song I know the lyrics to. I go, na, 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 na. And the second I go, you're, it's all na, na. It's like, that's not a part of the song. How did you all know that? Okay.
because
Cool.
they
We're just making
understand the call and response. They've studied the music and they know.
That was not. Yeah, but the response is like the only way you know about is you go to the wiki or watch a video, and it goes, now when the lyrics says ham, remember to say, and I do like Colorado. It's like it feels like it has nothing to do with each other. You just know it. You have to go to the meetings.
They're the real fans. That's what they do. Also,
never
Cam, I
going to
don't
a
know if you
3D
knew
live.
this about our light sticks. So the way that these work is really neat because there's two little buttons and you can cycle through and do different
Yes.
colors and stuff.
I knew
I
this.
Did you find the hidden button?
There's a secret button.
There's a secret button where your finger lies naturally on the back right here.
Oh fuck! I did find the secret button on accident many times.
And if you set your pen light to a color and hold down the secret button, then that becomes the recall color.
Oh.
And then if you like cycle to a different color at any point, you can then hit the secret button on the back and it goes to your recall color. So you can always get back to your Oshi's color immediately. These are actually really nice. Like, I understand the reason why they cost money.
Oh my lord.
There's a lot of tech to get, and like, there's like, it would be fantastic if I had the time and interest to learn. But unfortunately, I'm always going to be the guy that's sitting down in the back, just kind of going like this, and that's fine too, because sometimes I yell like really loud, and they say, "Sir, please calm down."
That's okay, because you're also probably always going to be the guy that's a 4-hour drive away from any of these events.
Every time, baby, or a short flight, but we'll talk about that later.
So the other highlight of
so
the
we
concert,
went to the concert. The SVP concert was really good. It was really fun.
The other song I want to highlight from it.
Go ahead.
The other song I'd want to highlight from the concert was Eva Ananova's original, which was really fun to hear. It was genre-wise my favorite song.
Understandable, yeah.
It was
Heavier,
really
more
funny.
metal.
You had to kind of see how a bunch of like idol dorks would react to a metal song. It was strange watching them adapt. Also, I posted about it, how funny it was in Eva's Discord, and Eva replied, "Oh my gosh, they have to adapt to the 7/4/5/4 breakdown." It's like, yeah, they have to like fucking say like compound measures. Like, oh my god, different time signature. That would kill an Idol fan. And they did their best.
You say that, but I mean, there's definitely like random switch ups in Idol songs sometimes, and I'm like, what are we doing? What happened?
In idol music and pop music, your goal with that stuff is to make it cohesive, and usually it's like wizardry stuff. Like K-pop Demon Hunters has a lot of weird tricks in it. I saw a video on it. Anyways, the weird moment for me was like a mosh never began, because this is not where moshes go. They're doing idol stuff. Apparently, the tech for heavy breakdowns and heavy stuff that's cool is not to go like or go. It's to go hoo ha. So they just go, hoo, ha.
And it breaks out into like a chant, yeah.
Yeah, like they're carrying bricks to the pyramids. Or rowing a boat. That was bizarre for me. I felt alien in that moment, but it was interesting.
It was a really good show in general. Also, this was my exposure to a VTuber I'm now interested in, and I'm going to have to do more follow-up research on, because they also had a further special guest that I didn't know existed. She is a ghost raccoon VTuber, and her name is Pico Boo. And so I've now learned that she exists. Now the rest is up to me to learn.
The rest is up to you.
Yep. All in all, really good show. Very fun.
Very good. So, do you know what we did next after the concert, Nick?
Is this the part where you found the crocodile cutout and you were like, she's so tall?
We did that like at the start of the day, but yeah, we did that like throughout the day as well. They had cardboard cutouts for like everyone, because of course there's going to be an auction at the end of it, and the cardboard cutouts were all fantastic quality. After the concert, we went back to the hotel, our hotel room, and then we planted. Here's Alicia De Lentano, a little bit away from the other cardboard cutouts, but most certainly not all the way away from them.
We were testing the waters to make sure that we wouldn't get yelled at, basically. And then we took her and we put her like one doorway away from all of the other ones that were already there. But as it turns out, there are no fucking rules. Just put her in the middle. It's fine. Who cares? We basically learned that later.
Hi, Oshi Uplink staff. We made it a point not to cover the fire exits, and we just didn't want to cause any trouble. Thank you so much for not yelling at us, but you can yell at us now if you want. We won't.
Yeah, that's fine. I get it.
It's too late. There's nothing you can do. After we planted the seed, we did look at the merch again. We did this basically intermittently. Basically, assume if I end a sentence, we looked at the merch again.
Yeah, that was basically our constant, like, okay, we've got like a half hour until anything else happens. Let's just wander through the merch hall. Because the other thing that was happening in the merch hall was there was always like 8 different meet and greets going on because
like
SVP was doing meet and greets, Mozobox was doing meet and greets, Stoneforged, which was the PC sponsor for them, was doing meet and greets. There was another one. Oh, Chroma Shift was doing meet and greets, and I feel like there was at least one or two more.
A lot of indie
that were
talents
wandering
too.
around. Vtuber Research Club, I think, was the one that was like wandering around with an iPad. So there was a ton of different folks, and Hollow Takeover. And Hollow Takeover was the one that was like doing a lot of the meet and greets that I was personally interested in. I saw those folks quite a few times. I'm now on their Discord at this point. So, and I'm very grateful for them because they pulled in, like I said, a lot of talent that I really like. So after we planted Alicia nearby, together yet distinct from the other standees, at this point, we did the first Hollow Takeover meet and greet, I think. Is that what you have, Cameron, as well?
Yes, that's what I have.
Okay,
And this
so
one
this
was
was
very special.
Bonge, right?
Bonge.
Bonnie Barkswell. That's the next one I have. Who do you have?
Oh gosh, I probably didn't have a photo.
But
of Bonnie
we
on my
took
phone.
different pictures is the thing, like, so I don't know. Our timeline isn't synced up entirely.
Golly gee. Let's just say, let's do them in fluid order, as if like a dream. So we met Bonnie.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, did you have a meet and greet first? What time was your meet and greet? Tell me.
It doesn't matter. Talk about Bonnie. We're already here
I
at
want to
this
make sure we're
subject.
accurate.
No,
Okay,
we'll
so,
do next subject later.
Hollow Takeover had Bonnie for a meet and greet, which was really cool. It was nice to talk to her. I always feel bad because I don't watch enough Bonnie. I've never watched enough Bonnie. I've made 2 memes about Bonnie, and I really like Bonnie. I think she's great, but I never actually get to watch her. I did congratulate her on her 3D concert and everything, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit anyways. But yeah, she was very nice. She didn't call me an idiot and tell me to fuck off, so that was cool. Which I always appreciate when VTubers do. I mean, like, Bonnie's really nice. She would never do that anyways, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was very nice to talk to her. And she was on an iPad in the hallway. And so after the lineup of people that were there to meet her initially, then they started walking around and showing her the convention and stuff, which is really funny because I was standing next to the Alicia cutout. And as I'm standing there and Bonnie walks by on an iPad, I just hear yell, "Alicia Delantano!" Because they used to be part of the same agency, and it was really funny. And then it's also really funny because they would like watch them around the dealer hall. So if I was standing in the dealer hall looking at something, and I heard Bonnie again walk like past behind me, like looking at stuff on the tables, and like it was just really funny. All right, Cam, you're up. Who did you go see? Who was your meet and greet?
Well, we met and gret this person together as well, but Bonnie was well behaved. Meanwhile, Paige Turner was furious at the sight of us.
Okay,
Absolutely.
we're in the right order.
upset.
We're in the right order because Paige was after Bonnie.
Oh, Paige, what a mean woman. So mean to us.
I lost my light. Hold on.
Nick lost his light. See, even the mention of this woman just takes all the light from his life. Just like this very upsetting, cruel person. Oh, you really lost the light. He has to physically put it back up. Oh, gosh.
My set is wonky right now. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. But not half as wonky as Paige Turner.
Turner, hey! Look at her goof-ass eyes. Oh, man, she's looking either way.
Yeah, I have like a minute-long recording of a conversation that you guys were having, just so you know.
Slander?
I'm listening.
We're here.
My question is, I'm turning it back on you because you hit me with it. What's your favorite Nico Robin look? Pre or post time skip?
Pre.
Because me, I'll let that bolt take me.
Listen.
Sorry, go on.
Pre, better overall vibe. Post, oh, she's dressing herself. She looking good and she's happy.
She went to Servington University and and she graduated with honors, baby.
Oh, she got the doctorate. She walked in and said, "You already got the master's."
I would love would love to say the word, but she has charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, baby. See you next Tuesday.
She can say it?
She can say whatever she wants.
You can let it out. You're just in a public
Am I
hallway.
allowed to say?
Yeah, you can say it.
I legally can't stop you.
I can't stop you.
What if I, hold on. Does it go through if I do this?
Yeah, I remember you pulled it up like we were shooting a promo for the next Cena fight.
It was really good. So yeah, we got to meet and greet with Paige. She was also there through Holo Takeover, which was really nice. So she was on an iPad in the hallway, and we got to wander up and be like, "Hello, Paige Turner. Hello, book reader of V4 Mirai. How are you?" Like,
Eva Ananova called us John Super Chats. Paige Turner called us Super Shats.
yep.
It was very fantastic to get to meet her, especially because I watch Paige Turner quite a bit. A fair deal. I'm going to sneeze so bad. I'm so allergic to appreciation and love and harmony. So I don't know why I sneezed. Anyways. It was great to meet her.
Oh, man.
It was fantastic.
She's
to
a
have
goober. She's fun to talk to. We had a good conversation. Like, just in general.
And it's like, as we wrap up, and I put this in my little amulet, and this is one of the first moments where very loudly I'm like, I kind of wish Carlos was here, because I realized going to this con for what we do, this convention isn't just like a little vacation. It's the payout, all the investment we do, everything we try to change in the VTuber industry. This is when we feel it, because as we're leaving, Paige Turner's like literally the timer went up and we're making an effort to leave. And she goes, "Hey, wait, before you guys go." And she's like, "I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate everything you guys do for smaller VTubers and making an effort to reach out and have us on your show. Thank you so much for being fans of V4 Mirai. Also, my dad watches all your shows and sends me the time codes I'm in." So first of all, that's like confirmation of like, we're hitting our mission statement. Like, we're literally doing what we want to do, and we're actually helping VTubers find fans, or we're helping fans find VTubers. We're doing a great job. And that moment really made my year, maybe. Like, that's like, holy shit. This podcast is not a huge waste of time. It's just a little one.
There's been bigger wastes of time. I can promise you that.
Like trying to plant blueberries. I promise you your soil's not acidic enough. Anyways. But also, and this is important, boys, and I think we have completely underestimated this. Our number one fan is Paige's dad. We have a dad, like, under our control. So Paige's dad, you probably have no efficient way to reach out to us for communication, but if there's anything you'd like us to cover, like, I'm not sure what your dad hobby is. Do you want to talk about like watches or beer? We can try to, because like, you're listening to us to keep track of what happens with Paige. Maybe your interest in VTubing is otherwise waning or not as significant, but you can still get through it. But if we can do anything to make this podcast easier on you, you're a busy man, and your daughter is Paige Turner.
Yeah,
you need.
I can talk about muscle cars or something if you want, Papa Turner.
Don't send her this
fine.
clip. This is not for Paige. We're not talking about Paige right now. We're talking about you.
Yeah. I'm talking about the real one.
We're talking about you. You're. Leave a question. Like, there's no bad questions. We'll go, "That's a good question, Paige, Dad. On this today, we're going to talk about Marine and who she is in Hololive." Like, we'll get you caught up. I can also help you with like a lot of the insane shit Paige talks about, because I read Homestuck, and you're probably really confused about the sounds you've been hearing lately.
I
can
don't know.
help you.
I don't know. He might know. He might know more than you think.
Yeah, I fucking go like, "Hey, Paige's dad, you don't know shit." And he goes like, "Hey, what's your class spec then?" Mine's clearly Night of Breath, because okay, fuck off. That joke's gonna land so hard with two people. One of them is Paige's dad.
Good. Not everything's
being
for
great
every
was great.
person, and that's good.
Our
Yeah.
fucking podcast nerd.
Yeah, exactly. So either way, it was a very fun meet and greet. It's always really fun to talk to Paige in general, and now for the first time, it wasn't disjointed. We could literally just have a conversation, which was as insane and chaotic as ever. And I made this stupid joke I always make about Jamiroquai Rat from One Piece.
Tony
She's like,
Chopper.
that tweet is a fucking curse. And I'm just like, I know. It's like all I have. Please let me have it, though. I was going to challenge her, and I couldn't figure out a good way to do it, because I was just like, I couldn't come up with a good challenge. So I'll call Paige Turner out later on about something else. But
she turned a question I had asked her on one of the episodes on me and said, all right, bud, what do you prefer, pre or post time skip, Robin? And I said pre, and then she said both, because she was serving C word both times. And then she asked, can I say that word? And the guy goes, you can say whatever the hell you want. I go, hell yeah, say it. And then she mutes herself and just screams it. Like you see her mom go. So I think I've said this a million times. Paige Turner's very funny. She's literally exactly what I want to see in VTubing more. I'm aggressively this time. Subscribe.
Exactly. Emphatically, please subscribe to
Please. I'm begging you. I know some of the stuff she does is cringe nene baby shit. You just gotta trust me, dude. It's good.
You have to get lost in the sauce. You gotta get lost in the Turner sauce. That's the truth of it. Because once you do, you'll never be the same.
It's all right. I think V4 Mirai as a whole has just forcibly grabbed hold of us.
Oh yeah.
They just unironically have what we all want, but like in like really refreshing ways too. Like I like Dr. Nova, but I'm not typically drawn towards VTuber who does cursed things. But it's like I like Nova's spin where she's like almost like mercantile. It's like, hey, here you go. This will stop you from masturbating this month. And it's okay that it's on fire. Like, yeah, like I like that. And also like her off the cuff humor is funny, and I like her weird little voice. And Paige is like really creative, and I literally don't know what she's gonna do ever.
No one does.
And
it's kind of why it's fun.
And obviously then we got Rem. Rem, on top of doing good ASMR, also has like really good off the cuff wit too, and like great vibes. Like the vibes are immaculate.
Oh, 100%.
She's very comfy and also an oddball at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I don't know, the best way to put it is like I like all these girls, but they also like manage to stand out, at least to me. There's no direct comparisons for them. Like Rem has really found her own style, which helps her stand out, at least to me. V4 Mirai's strongest soldier, I guess.
Okay, well we'll talk about more about Rem in a minute. We got to get moving on. I love Paige Turner too, but we've been stuck for a while. We got to spin the wheels.
Okay.
Who's up next for you, Cam? Who is your next person? Because you actually had your first big meet and greet.
Yeah, next is my big meet and greet, which I will probably be able to keep pretty short because it was short as well. The big meet and greets. Yeah. Oh, I'm nervous. I met Snuffy.
Yeah.
Yay. I like Snuffy a lot. Been watching her for a long time on and off. I feel like every time Snuffy has a new iteration, it's for the better. And she's just a VTuber who's constantly getting better in my eyes and more interesting. It was really cool to meet her. I don't want to give a play-by-play, but I'll tell you the funniest moment. I forget exactly how I got to it, but I was making a joke about like how like kids will do very basic decorations in their room. Oh yeah, I asked her why for her anniversary stream she dipped her hands in sauce and then picked up Pokemon cards, to which she said, I just do what I love. And I go, oh, like if you're a kid and you like the movie Cars, so at your birthday at Chuck E. Cheese, you put posters of cars on the wall. And it's like just very off the cuff. And she starts laughing really hard. I'm like, yeah? And she goes, I didn't think you were going to say that. It's like, what the fuck did you think I was saying? And she said, I thought it's like, you're a kid and you like the movie Cars. So for your birthday, you drive a car through a Chuck E. Cheese. Fuck. Unhinged woman.
Absolutely.
So that was my meet and greet with Snuffy.
That's really good. I had my first meet and greet, my first official meet and greet which was actually what my 4th meet and greet of the convention. This is the first one that I had to get a ticket for.
I just can't stop meeting. I can't stop greeting.
I talked. It was a very stressful weekend. I talked to several women. It's like so I had a follow-up trip this right after the weekend where I flew down to our nation's capital to see Hatsune Miku in concert. It was really fun. I got this Hatsune Miku from around 1. But like my friends like were questioning when I was going to arrive on Monday, and I was like, I'm in they were asking me on Sunday, and I was like, I am in Canada and cannot even begin to function enough to tell you because I have been so busy the last 2 days. And then the next day I was like, sorry for being mean yesterday. I talked to a lot of women and it was scary. So
I was really scared, guys.
What are they? What do they want? Oh my God, women. So the next person that I talked to was, and I'm not going to start by saying her familial name because I can never pronounce it anyways, but it's Pio or Peo, as it turns out you're supposed to say it. And so she was so nice to me. So okay, I was a little nervous about this because 1, again, talking to a woman. 2, talking to someone whose honestly though, her primary language isn't English. She's really good now. She didn't have any problems understanding anything I was saying, and I could understand her the whole time. So like she's definitely like really good with her language skill now. But again, it was just the first one where they make you line up and then you walk into a quiet room with 4 other people that are ahead of you in line, and then you go into the gamer room. The curtained off area where you actually get to see and talk to her, you know.
You just have to not look at the screen and very quietly grab the headphones and be like, okay, now I'm ready to
Yeah, like every time. And I had 5 of these over the weekend that were actually like real, right? The official ones. So Pio was first. She is a flower fairy. She is very cute and very wonderful and very nice to talk to. And as you would imagine, immediately I was just like, hi. And she's like, hi. The one thing I kept forgetting to do with literally every meet and greet was introduce myself. I learned by the end of the weekend I had to be like, hi, I'm Nick. It's like, but just like, who cares about me? We're here for them. You know what I mean? But like after a while, I figured out I had to be like, hi, I'm Nick, you know? Because at like halfway through, she asked me what my name was. And I was like, oh, sorry, my name is Nick, you know? We didn't, I don't know what to do in a meet and greet, so I usually just tell them like, hey, I really like your stuff. I think that you have a really good style, or I think that you have a really good this or that. Like I point out the things that are really like, I really enjoy about them. And then like with Pio, eventually I was just like, I really like, I do have one fallback question that I ask every VTuber for some reason, and I don't know why. It's because my brain is bad, I guess. And that is, what's your favorite pie? And so I asked Pia what her favorite pie was, and she said pumpkin, but also apple. And I was like, oh yeah. And at that point I was like, oh yeah, because you did the whole Thanksgiving thing. And she asked if we had Canadian Thanksgiving, and I was like, I drove up from the United States for this convention. And she was like, oh, you know.
Yeah, we have Canadian
we had
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We're very hungry that month.
Yes, exactly. So it was just really fun. It was a good conversation. I got to tell her that I really liked a lot of the stuff that she's done, and like when I started watching and stuff. And that's usually what I'm going for with meet and greets, anyways. It's just being like, hey, I really like the stuff you do, and I appreciate you and stuff. So that was Pio. Pio was very fun as a meet and greet.
In her case, it was probably like a really huge treat for her too, getting to actually like interact with her English speaking audience.
Oh yeah, she also there was a big group of folks that had gotten together and they got her a flower stand.
Yeah, those people are awesome.
Yeah, we talked to the guy that had organized it all basically, and he said it took like 3 months and that they'd been working like really hard on it and stuff. He said that like it was one of those things that like it came together really well basically. But either way, they had like a big flower stand. It was really cool. And she was freaking out about that too, because it was the first time she ever had a flower stand. It was really good. I'm glad that they did that. I thought that was really nice, especially for PO. So because it makes sense because she's a flower fairy.
Yeah, I truly love stuff like that. Those did I did have a meet and greet I accidentally skipped over, but it's okay. Now we can do it.
Okay, what was it?
Very short one. I think right before Snuffy, I met Yina Youngblood from Chroma Shift.
Yes, you did.
She was nice. I just went in, just was straight up like, I need to watch you more. I really liked your stream where you talked about like con culture and stuff, and it was really chill. She's like, heck, that's the shit I like to do. And it was really great. We had a conversation. She talked about the con you two used to like going to a lot.
Otakon.
Yeah. And we start like talking shop and like talking about like streamer stuff. It's like, oh, this is good. I really like these high level meta conversations about like how to like get stuff working and con culture. But alas, 2 minutes, my friend. So like we get cut off like right we're in the middle of like really interesting sentences. And this is so funny to me. Wrap up, get the photo taken, come back later. That night in the hotel, me and Nick are sitting and we're just like chilling. And Nick turns to me and goes like, I've had an idea for like a stream where like I play like a bunch of popular gacha games just to see like what they're like, and then like I report back on them.
Oh.
And then like
That was
and then we look.
in response to her announcing that she was doing that, right?
Yeah, and then you look and you go, oh, that's literally what she's doing.
Yeah. So that was like that was the thing, was like I had planned at some point to go through the top 10 most financially successful gacha games of the month or whatever, and spend a week playing each of them, and then just report back all at once in like after 2.5 months in one big video.
You brought
and then
that
Yana
up.
just fucking did that.
You brought that up because we saw Love and Deep Space merch.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
And then we checked Yena's channel and you went, oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, I was like, God damn it, she took my idea. 'Cause she's literally just like collecting everybody's gacha game suggestions and she's going through and playing them all.
Oh,
and I was just like, God damn it. This is why like the universe has determined this idea is at the point where it needs to exist. And so now like 5 people get it and it's a race to see who gets it first. I swear that's how this shit works sometimes. Either way,
So
though, yeah, I respect it.
Did you have anything else for day one? Just so we keep the ball rolling.
Yeah. We had a really nice dinner that we had to fucking struggle hard to get to.
Yeah.
That was we were meeting my buddy who lives in Canada because we were in Canada and he drove down from where he lives. And then we spent like probably like 45 minutes walking to different restaurants to try and get a reservation or to get food. And then we ended up going back to the hotel and being like, I guess we'll check the hotel restaurant. It'll be full though. And then we get there and it's empty. And we're like, it's like us and 2 other tables at the hotel restaurant.
It is the first time I've ever seen the hotel restaurant at a con be empty entirely. Not a soul. So I guess everyone was just kind of fucking off and not even bothering with it. But like, yeah. Con food.
I've gone to a hotel restaurant for a convention one time ever, and it was one of the worst experiences I've ever had.
Well, luckily enough,
never again.
The bar restaurant attached to our hotel was very pleasant. The lunch we had there was good. The drinks were great. My dinner, I know Nick's was good. Mine was just okay. I got the butter chicken and it had like no flavor at all.
Damn.
Which was a bit of a bummer, but oh well.
But then I had another meet and greet after dinner. This was like a 9 p.m. meet and greet. I got to meet Yuffie. Yuffnet.
Yep.
I really like Yuffie a lot. And when I started watching her, she, by legal definition, was not a VTuber. And then she became one. This is the only instance that I have experienced of this in my entire life, I think. Because I started watching her when she was a PNG YouTuber, and she was like making silly videos about retro games and stuff, right? Which is great because that's like that's candy for me. That's what I'm after. You know what I mean? And then that's what she still does, but now she also has a fully rigged VTuber avatar and everything. You know, she is a VTuber now. I talked about her whenever she debuted at one point. Either way, I really like Yuffie. I really like her content, and meeting her was really fun because I actually got to talk to her about the fact that I'm glad she's actually a VTuber and not just a V streamer You know what I mean? And I love watching streams and stuff, but I have that brain thing where I watch a stream for 5 minutes and I go, ooh, a squirrel or whatever, and then I end up watching a different stream that has Risu on it. And then I go, oh, cool, a whale, and then I'm watching Umi Kyoku or whatever. You know, I hop from thing to thing. And that's unfortunate in some ways because I end up missing a lot of stuff. And like, I'm never going to sit through a 7-hour VOD of someone playing Lego City Undercover or whatever. But sometimes I might. You never know what the day will bring. But I really like the fact that she just makes fully edited videos that are like 5 to 15 minutes long, and they're about retro games and stuff that I think is interesting, and retro tech and stuff. And this is basically word for word what I told her. I was just like, I really love it because like I feel like nobody's making videos, everybody's just streaming, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like, I really like your content. I'm glad you keep making it. And she was like, oh, thank you. That's a thing that I never really understood either. Is like why nobody actually makes videos anymore. Like, it's like, yeah, I don't know. But either way, we had a really good conversation. I asked her what her favorite pie was. Do you have any guesses on Yuffie's favorite pie? That's right, banana cream.
Carlos, come on.
Which was a very, very good call. That was the only banana cream answer I got over the weekend. It was real. I was very happy to get that answer.
Oh, God.
It was just a very good meet and greet. She was fun to talk to.
So I remember what we did after that.
I vaguely remember what we did after that.
So it was before we went back to the room. You asked me if there's anything left I wanted to do, and I went, there's an 18+ panel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. That was different.
So-
Yeah, we did go to the 18+ panel. I thought you were talking about when we went to the bar and I accidentally had too many beers. But
No, but I think that was either after, that was probably after the 18+ panel, I feel. I'm
I
not
think so, yeah.
Who's to say? Anyways, went to that. I don't really want to over discuss that because, that was a very adult panel, Carlos.
I see.
Very adult, Carlos.
Well, so I don't know if you're picking up what he's suggesting, but it was very sexual in nature.
I've seen leaked pictures of people at off-Kai 18+ panels. I can kind of imagine.
So this was a panel with adult VTubers who like focusing on adult content. And it's an interesting discussion, genuinely interesting, and also very funny. Both of the ladies up there are both a riot. They're very funny. And the anecdote that was most interesting was they were doing a karaoke that had adult enhancement. And we'll leave it at that. And someone requests a fucking like 11-minute Weird Al song, and like
I'm just gonna say it. She was singing Weird Al, and they could make donations to buzz her. So she'd be in the middle of singing a Weird Al song and be like, "What?" Or whatever reaction she would have at that time.
Yeah, I don't remember which Weird Al song it was. I just know it's not the biggest ball of twine in Minnesota.
Fair. Valid. Yeah, that was like a really funny idea for a stream. That's like the kind of brilliance that you don't see every day. And it's like, God, wouldn't a fantastic concept for a stream.
Was very magical to be in that room and hear the one girl. There's two girls up there, and the other one's like, I have a collection of strange dildos. And we're all like, they can't be that strange. And every example she gives makes the whole audience go,
Cob of corn, I think was one.
Yeah.
That was fairly tame.
The fried fish confectionery where the ice cream protruding out of it is the. I need to emphasize.
Oh yeah, it was a taiyaki.
I need to emphasize she is weirding out the other girl. She's going like, so you found that and bought it. But remember, we don't really kink shame. We kink question, and then we kink understand.
Yes, exactly. That's how we grow and learn.
So then we returned to the hotel room. Nick had too many beers because life is a fuck.
Oh yeah, we went and had a beer, and then we went up to the hotel room. Oh wait, I think we had a beer, went to that panel, went back up to the hotel room, And I was like, I could go for another beer. We go back to the bar. I sit down. Cameron sits down. I order my beer. Cameron says, what beer do you think I would like? I say, have a Stella and see if you like lagers. He says, okay. He orders a Stella. The woman behind the counter opens a Heineken and goes, God damn it, this is the wrong green bottle. And then she opens the Stella, gives Cameron the Stella, goes, who wants this Heineken? And then goes, you want this Heineken, and hands it to me. I now have 2 beers. Cameron tries his Stella. Cameron does not like his Stella. I now
Very
have
bad.
3 beers. And I sat there and I drank my beers. And then by the time we left, like, we're also at this point, I'm a couple beers deep, so I'm fucking with people on Discord. Jess,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sorry
also a
for
couple
adding
beers
you.
deep. But don't worry, we took a photo to commemorate it, so we'll always remember that time
I took a photo, and Cam took a photo of me taking the photo, and we posted them both on the
We
Oshi
posted them in
Uplink,
the
I think,
Oshi-
the official Discord.
We posted it in the official Discord.
Because I
don't
was
remember.
like half toasted. Because
we're
I
just
have
fucking-
no tolerance because I do not drink alcohol anymore, except occasionally. So
Oh my god, it was so fucking funny. We get back to the
man.
room. We watched the last 14 minutes of Men in Black 2. It's pretty good, actually.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember Men in Black 2?
Not really. Oh no, yeah, okay, I do. I got vague memories of Men in Black too. I wasn't like blackout or anything. I was just
No.
I was feeling pretty happy.
We fell a slumber,
Drank
and
some
then
water, fell asleep.
now we get through day 2. Hopefully with enough time for Carlos to talk about anything this episode.
I don't care. Just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, Carlos doesn't get to talk this episode. Carlos is a member of the audience. He represents the audience this episode.
This
If
is
you have
payback
questions,
for the
please jump in.
Payback for the 4 3D lives in a row, Carlos. That one episode.
Hey, we got one here today too.
No, we don't. Shut up.
You're not getting to Bonnie's 3D live, I don't think. But we're gonna try.
It would have been 2, but I ran out of time.
So we
Oh,
hit day
fair.
2. I make the conscious decision to go full regalia. I am no longer fucking around. I'm now wearing my Dr. Nova blanket like a cape. Oh, I need to mention,
He was
Carlos. I
wearing
wore
his
this,
Mokoko shirt. I was wearing my Fuwawa shirt.
and I made sure to wear the Super Chat shirt day 1. That way everyone could see it, the brand.
Same.
Also, like, I don't know if this was day 1, but we were recognized. Not by a VTuber, but like men. Like children of Adam.
Oh yeah, I completely blanked on that. Yeah, there was a couple people that walked up and they were like, "You pop up in my timeline sometimes."
Us? Me?
That was really
You,
neat.
it's official. Official. You've now been recognized in public.
Yeah,
This
we-
happened.
And we had like chances here and there to organically plug our podcasts. Like we were not walking around advertising, but if we were having conversations and the topic led there, because like we would talk about the VTuber meet and greets, and both me and Nick were like, I think like Nick, it would either be Nick or I would say, yeah. We talk about we spoke with Viva again. We keep saying things that allude to the fact that this is not the first time we met her, or that we've had longer conversations in the past. And then we just have to go. We run a podcast.
Yeah, like we actually did an hour-long podcast to talk to her the whole time. It was really fun. You know, like we would organically at the point where people would be like interested in like the conversation was going somewhere anyways, and then we'd be like, okay, well, this is probably something that's like a baseline piece of knowledge about us that is tied to the community that you should know. So
This is the part where we establish our stake in the community and why we care enough to drive 4.5 hours.
yeah. So day 2 kicks off. Who did we see first, Cameron?
Was it Rem?
Ooh.
No,
Was it
it
Rem?
wasn't Rem.
It could be Rem.
We can talk about Rem. Yeah, we did a meet and greet with Rem. Oh, I was so happy then.
So if we're talking about the Rem first, my fucking favorite moment with the Rem was while we were in line. I think the guy in front of us just gets done, and I just hear her go, Dr. Nova. It's like, I do not regret wearing this blanket.
Yeah, I immediately start like launching in and talking to Rem and being like, I really appreciate you a lot. I know we talk about you a lot. I have no idea if she recognizes me at this point, but I think she recognized me halfway through. And
Yeah.
then she was like, oh, like, you know, I wasn't introducing myself appropriately or really at all at this point because I'm a socially inept moron, but that's life and it, hey. But yeah, I barely remember what I said to Rem. All I know is I did the same thing I always do, where I just tell her what I like about her, and then I go, "You're pretty cool." And then I asked her what kind of pie she likes. She was the only one that gave me a savory pie. Cameron, do you remember what the pie was?
I don't, but it was a very British answer. And it's very UK to reply to what's your favorite pie with a meat pie, a dinner pie, because like over there pies are less often dessert. They're aware of it, but like the culture is like, well, pie is a dinner first, and then these dessert pies start sneaking in, or like some people would make them once in a while. Like they made.
Unfortunately, I didn't get her answer written down soon enough, and it left my brain. But I do remember it was a savory pie because we did talk about that being a difference culturally.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Nick, I have one addendum to the previous day. We don't have to talk about it for very long though.
Okay.
We saw Densetsu.
Oh, we did see the Densetsu.exe concert. Yeah, it was phenomenal. It was Mint, and it was Phoebe, and it was Vicky, and they were doing a bunch of duos, and they'd sing a song together, all three of them again, and they'd do another duet, and then they went back and forth, and it was really fun. It was a very, very good concert.
They have great chemistry. My highlights was Still Alive from the hit game Portal. And Carlos, I think one of the songs was like from Madoka Magica or something. I just know that's the one where you would have popped off and went, you would have turned to me and like quietly like a shy man, but loud enough to pierce above the audience somehow go, I know that one. That's a good one. I didn't think you'd say something like, I didn't think I was going to hear that one.
And
then you'd be like quietly hyped.
Hey, Madoka Magica is top tier anime soundtrack.
Yeah.
So
the
was
encore
very
for
good
that
song.
was phenomenal. It was Phoebe's English or Japanglish version that she did for April Fools of oh shoot, what's that song? Anyways, look it up yourself. I believe in you. But either way, that was their encore. It was phenomenal. It was a really, really good concert. It was really, really fun. It was their first international concert that they've done as well. And we'll have something later on that'll bring us back to this as well. Moving on though, right now, my first actual meet and greet of the second day was Bree at Cookie Box. Bree is really cool. She's really funny her meet and greet was really funny because immediately she was asking me questions and I was like, what? like she's like, how's the convention? How's this going? What's going on with this? And like, I was just like, yeah, hold on, what? But we had a really, really good conversation. It flowed really easily. She was she's really good at chatting and stuff. Very fun to meet her. Very cool. I know that Bree's mom was floating around the convention, Mom at Cookie Box. Like she was floating around the convention a lot. So that was really cool too. But yeah, the meet and greet with Bree was really, really fun. I don't really have any specific things I could really say about it because it was like, again, I was getting questions as much as I was asking her stuff.
Yeah.
I did ask her what her favorite pie is. She said apple crumble that's 90% crumble with one apple. So.
We also had some panels, and I don't remember what sequence they happened in because I'm pretty sure one of them happened before Bree, so I'm just going to throw them at you.
Okay.
We had Snuffy's panel, which I found to be very good food for the soul, where she talked about what creatively inspires her and what she thinks is cool in the world of VTubing, and like talked about like a lot of like really interesting aesthetic decisions and like 3D VTubers who are doing wild things. She showed us that claymation VTuber who's doing a really interesting art style.
Yeah, they
And,
were
like-
doing a meet and greet, that claymation VTuber.
Yeah,
at
like we
the-
saw him.
at
We saw him at the
OshiUplink, yeah.
merch. Like really fascinating, really cool looking. She did a Q&A with all of her fans, which I guess I'm one of them, but I didn't have a Q, so I didn't get an A.
Hey,
She's been doing VTubing for a long time at this point, so she had a lot of insight on things and talked about a lot of things she's excited about and what keeps her VTubing, which I really like. That's
Yeah,
the kind
also
of stuff
she
I think
had-
supposed to do.
she was in her chibi model and she has this cute little
Love it.
wand that she waves around a whole lot. It was like my favorite thing in the world.
I love her
very,
chibi
very
model.
cute model. and again, like her insights were really, really interesting because she talked about how like she really loves when people do like 3D stuff and interesting art directions and stuff. She talked about that one, like the rubber hose animation VTuber, and she talked about how like it was interesting because she brought up Philly and how like Philly was really big because she did a lot of physical comedy in 3D. She was doing backflips and stuff. She talked about how expensive it can be to get good mocap set up and how it can be like a very big challenge. So even like right now she's doing a lot of live 2D and stuff, but she does love 3D, and like I think she said she wants to do more of that. She's building her own lore more and stuff, and she's getting more into that side of things. She's talking about like music and doing more stuff like that. Like really, really interesting and a lot going on.
One of the final questions at it, and there's no reason you would ever seen it, Carlos. During her streams, during her current version, she has like a bunch of like Renaissance era painted stock art, and one of the centerpieces is this moon with this really upsetting smug smile. And you know, she photoshopped him so he has weed to enjoy, but all the same, a guy came up and like just a random man, and I don't know why, but like it's really stuck with me. It's been echoing in my head. He just goes up and goes, "Snuffy, I love the streams, but I hate the moon so much. If I can be honest, when he is there, the vibes are rancid." And the audience erupts into like half boos, half people agreeing with him. I just have like my head in my hands, like he hates the moon. He hates that moon so much. Someone yells out, "I want to hit the moon with rocks."
Yeah, they asked if she could get a redeem so that they could throw rocks at the moon with a redeem, and she was just like, "Yeah, I can do that." Like,
yeah, that sounds
like a
great.
great idea.
I really love the
like,
rancid. Good.
Oh yeah, she started like spiraling out ideas about how to like break up the moon with different rocks and stuff, and like we started basically became like a group shop session on blowing up the moon. It was neat.
And then she tweeted, said, "Great, I had a great time," and I left message on tweet saying thank you, and then she hearted it, and now we're married. How it works.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
see.
Thank you. She doesn't know yet. She's gonna be so surprised. I bought us
I
a
can't
Jeep.
spoil everything.
Yeah, I bought us like a family car or something. I don't know. Yeah, like a minivan.
After that, we got lunch, Cameron.
We did.
Remember lunch?
Yeah. Oh gosh. So first of
It
all,
was Jamaican.
okay, so we'll talk about lunch, and then we'll go back in time and talk about the other panel we saw that day. Unless I'm forgetting the order the panels happen in. All the same. At this point in time at the convention, I have tried no new food. When I travel, my goal is to try new food. And so far, literally all I've had is like Cliff Bars, shockingly okay sushi from the hotel restaurant that they were selling for lunch, and the worst butter chicken I've ever had, which is still good butter chicken. That's still like a 6 out of 10, but fuck. So I tell Nick, I'm going to drink some beer while you do your meet and greets, and when you come back, I'm going to have DoorDash something. I find a jerk chicken place. I order jerk chicken. It arrives with like just barely enough time for us to have like 15 minutes of noms, and then we got to go. Carlos, I opened the jerk chicken bag, and there are 3 chicken platters, not 2. So I am drunk. I'm hammered. I drank 2 Four Locos on an empty stomach. Was it Four Loco or was it White Claw? White Claw, because there are no laws when you're on the claw.
Yeah, it was White Claws. You were getting White
Thousand-
Claw toasted.
Yeah, I was getting White Girl toasted, but that's because my belly was empty. It's like I'm like, I look at you because when I'm buzzed, I know I need to like reality check with people. I go, should I give this to someone because it will be wasted? And you go, yeah, actually, you probably should. So I go, all right, I'm going to go find someone real quick. And I just kind of look around and feel out the vibes. I find 2 people like kind of sitting, and I walk up and go, sorry, gentlemen, this is a weird ass. Would either of you like some jerk chicken? And his friend looks to the other guy and goes, I'm starving. So I go, here's your jerk chicken. And then like I turn to leave because I just want to Robin Hood this bitch. I don't want to take. And then one guy goes, wait. And like he grabs my badge and goes like, is it okay if like we take a photo so we know who did this? Like, sure. And like for no reason at all, my drunk ass goes, I run a podcast. And I go back to Nick and sit down. I go, I found a guy. He's good. We fed someone today.
Yeah, nice.
By the way, the Jamaican food at Otakon was always one of our highlights. Was just
God,
getting
yeah.
our Jamaican
Dude,
food.
and you wouldn't be prepared. Like you would actually be most prepared for the chicken that we ate. Like Cam got a medium, I got a mild, and I took a bite and I was like, I think this is the medium. And Cam was like,
No.
it is not.
I took one bite of his. And I
was
went,
like,
no, no, buddy, that's not the medium. This is the medium.
It was really delicious though. That was really good.
I also got a patty, and it was very good.
Yeah. So we slammed some food into us. At this point, someone has set up a projector and a very large speaker set up in the hallway and is now like showing idle dance music, and also everyone is doing Wotegay in the hallway.
Yeah,
So there is now a fucking party in the hallway, which was
We hear-
awesome. Like hotel staff are standing around with their phones recording it. Like, like this is crazy. Like, holy shit.
we hear the Monogatari ED you hear everywhere in the world.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Saying na 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 na.
Everyone's doing para para for the first time in a decade. Like, I don't know what's happening anymore.
Anyways, doodly 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 doo. Back in time, real quick. We can just very briefly go over this one. We also saw the Beasties play a video game, like what VTubers do to be funny. They played Oregon Trail. Very funny. Oregon Trail is one of my favorite games to
Cool.
watch streamers of any kind play. My first exposure to Oregon Trail was a streamer in the middle school. Very funny. The bug broke her leg like immediately as soon as they left the town.
Oh yeah, it was
Berry bug.
Berry bug, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And then they were trying to have no clothes. They accidentally got 2 pairs of clothes. They get to the river where a Native American will help you cross, and he goes, "I'll do it for 3 pairs of clothes." And the audience just goes, "No." We're near the end. Nick has to go because he's off to go see Brie at Cookie Box at this point. They make it. They make it to Oregon, and no one dies. Some fucking how.
Yeah, I had left and like 2 of them had diseases. The overall health was poor. Like
They weren't doing good.
somebody had
They
a
weren't going to
broken
make it.
leg. Yeah.
Very fun, hilarious. I like how they collab. I'd like to see more stuff like this. Very funny. I was able to see it live. Shame there's not a VOD. All right, moving on.
Next up, my next meetup was Lazuli. And Lazuli's really cool. She's very fun to talk to. I was just like, yeah, I know that you play games and you do a bunch of other stuff. I just kind of turn up and listen to you yap, and then I don't say anything and leave. Like, so I lurk your streams. I listen to you yap. I really like listening to you talk. It's fun. You say funny things, and then it's really good. That's it. You know. I'm sure I asked her what her favorite pie is. I am not sure what the answer was. At this point, I kept forgetting to take notes because there were so many meet and greets on day 2 that I just sort of lost track of things. But either way, she was really cool. I did tell her that I really love the fact that she has a Lego model that she had. When did that come out? Like a couple months ago. I was just like, yeah, that Lego model you had, like nobody else has done anything like that. That was really cool. And she's like, yeah, that is a really cool one. She's like, I haven't used that for a while. Just because you asked me about that, I'm going to schedule a Lego stream in the next week. And I was like, yeah, let's go. And then she used it for Lego Star Wars on the 4th of May. So, which was a couple days ago at this point. But yeah, I was really excited that she did that. So yeah, that was really cool to meet Lazuli. She's really cool. She was very fun. After that, we went back to the Holo Takeover booth, or I did, because Cameron was off doing something else.
Okay. And who did you meet at the Holo Takeover table?
Wait, where were you at, Cameron? Why weren't you with me? You had run off to do something on your own.
Wait, I rinned off somewhere? I'm sorry. I heard Rin when I know you said run.
You met John Vtuber.
I met my boy. So let me talk about my experience in the line real quick. So first of all, the funniest thing ever happened, of course, which is Rin got a complete makeover, a completely new model. I'm not meeting Rin Penrose. I'm meeting whatever this is. So I'm standing in the line, and I mean this with love. I meet a Nintendo fan, which I guess is Rin's target audience. I love Nintendo. This guy likes Splatoon more than I've liked anything in my entire life. I could
He
have a
enjoys it
son.
in a normal amount.
I could have a son who is beautiful, and I raise him to be so great, and he loves me too, and I get him through college, and I can get to the moment where he finally achieves all of his dreams, and then he reveals that like he kept the first bicycle I helped him learn to ride on, and he goes, "This bike was when I realized that I loved you, Dad," and then we hug. He likes Splatoon more. So I just have a very long, powerful conversation about Splatoon that I participate in. As often as one may. I think I liked him. If you're seeing this, it was a good conversation. There's a reason I kept replying to you. I would stop if I didn't like it. The only thing I didn't like about that conversation is that he assumed I knew nothing about Splatoon. And I had no
you know more
chance
about
to correct
Splatoon
him.
than many other people that I know.
I played Splatoon 1 quite a lot. I played Splatoon 2 a bunch. Splatoon 3 unfortunately came to me during a busy time in my life. I only was able to get through the campaign. He just assumed I didn't know who any of the three from Splatoon 3 were. It took a bit, but eventually I was able to be like, yeah, I played 1, 2, and 3, but I never played the DLCs. He went, oh, the DLCs are good. And that was a good part of the conversation. Really enjoyed that. And then he talked about like all this wild competitive Splatoon gameplay he's participated in. And like, I don't know what I'm going to say to Rin. And I don't know. By the time I'm at the front of the line, I'm now inside the quiet room waiting, and I'm listening to everyone take their turn ahead of me. And all I'm hearing is, I love the new model. Whoa, a new model. Never, each sends a new person. Whoa, model. By the time I'm front of the line, it's like, I'm not going to say shit about the model. Because them are probably fucking tired of hearing about it. And that's the impression I get on their YouTube as well.
Hilariously, I complimented Brie at Cookie Box on Rin Penrose's new model.
The rigging is
because
perfect.
she rigged it.
The
I was like,
rigging is
congratulations,
great.
you did great.
Brie is very good at that. I'm no joke. Brie is like a fucking shining light in the VTubing industry. She's killing it. So I meet my boy. I keep the Rin conversation very straightforward. I have to say, I loved the Snuffy Talk. I loved all the VTubers we met. Rin, it's weird how I'm in the line. You know how sometimes you say things and you don't think they're going to stick with people? As I'm waiting in that line, all I can hear in my head is Nick saying, I don't think I could have a beer with Rin. I leave that conversation.
Drinks, but
I leave that conversation. It's like, I could drink a non-alcoholic sugary beverage with Rin. That conversation was cut short. We found the same wavelength almost immediately, and that wavelength was Pikmin. But I knew to start with that. I knew to lead with that. We had... It's just that moment. It's like, oh yeah, Pikmin 4. Yeah. Oshi, Pikmin. And Rin goes, my friend bought Pikmin 4 and they haven't even taken it out of the box. And I went, I hate your friend. Tell them to play it right the fuck now. What the fuck? Who buys a game and doesn't play it? That's heinous.
yeah,
Death.
I can never imagine buying a game and not playing it. That'd be crazy.
I can't look at the photo, but that talk made me really happy. And I was like, to be honest, Rin, I don't know why. That was the one I was the most nervous about. I don't know why. That was the one I was like, oh shit, I'm meeting John Vtuber.
Yeah, because you really like Rin. Rin's cool.
I guess. I don't know. But that was great. That was magical. I really liked that.
Nice. Well, while you were talking to John Vtuber, Rin Penrose, I was talking to a flying rat. I was talking to Echo Mori, who I should be nice. I won't take the piss out of her this time. I'll be nice because she was, yes, that one. So let me tell you about my experience standing in line for Echo Mori. The guy in front of me was like 7 feet tall, and like I was like, "Hello, sir," And so he was in front of me. He's talking to Echo Mori, and he goes, "Oh, can I get a photo at the end?" And he reaches out with his phone, and I go, "Would you like me to take the photo?" And I offer to take the phone. He's like, "No, I got really long arms. It's fine. I'll just get a selfie." And I was like, "Okay." And then I hear Echo Mori from the iPad go, "Thanks, Nick." And my fucking worldview inverts. And I'm just like, what? And like, I don't know, maybe the guy in front of me was also named Nick. I doubt that though, because why would you be thanking him? And then now it's my turn, and I go, "Hi, Echo," and she goes, "Hi, Nick." And at this point, again, my brain is not making any sense at this point, and just like, this is hilarious. This is the best. Like, this is the first time that like, not only has the conversation begun with being recognized, it's begun with my Christian name. Like, it's just, and then immediately she's just like, "Why do I always feel like you guys are taking the piss out of me? What the fuck?" I'm just like, I don't know. We don't try to, but just, I don't know. But we had a nice little talk. We had a good little conversation. I told her about what was going on with the convention and everything, and I told her I was talking to Penny later, and she said, "Tell Penny she's stinky like poo poo." And I was like, "Okay, I will tell Penny Puffball, lovely British VTuber, that she is stinky like poo poo. I will do that for you."
So at this point, Nick,
Yes.
you depart your meet and greet, and I got out of Rin Penrose at some point. I check the
Yes.
Super Chats Discord and see you've posted your photo of you with Echo Mori, and it's like, I need to do the funniest thing. So I immediately locate where Echo Mori is. And my plan was to at least get a photo and type in the Discord, "Nick, where are you?" all caps.
I unfortunately foiled your plan at mid-activity.
I was just about to talk to her, and then you pop up. It's like, fuck. God damn it. I was so close to being the funniest man alive. And all I'm going to say is, I went up and I talked to her, and my prepared statement was, "I'm so sorry. Every fucking time you watch our dog shit podcast, it's me making the most stupid fucking joke about you've ever heard in your life."
Oh my god.
I said that, and she reassured me, no, we fucking love it. The banter's so good. Me and my mods love it. And I go, "Oh, your mods." Great. So many people are viewing this.
I did also love the fact that, like, I did congratulate her on being such a brave white woman.
Yeah.
Thank you, you brave white woman. Oh man,
I get so
it
much
was good.
hubris.
We had fun. That moment lives in my brain at will for quite a while at this point, as will my moment where I got to meet Penny Puffball as well. Cam, did you have anything else that you had going on in between? Go ahead.
So not really.
And then I'll talk
After
about
Rin, I
Penny.
had literally fucking nothing, but I believe this was before Penny, because was Penny the last thing we did?
Oh yeah, so before Penny, we both went to the same meet and greet, which was for Ricky Poppet, who was really, really fun to talk to.
So what I was not prepared for was Ricky was another instant recognition.
Yeah.
Like Ricky knew our asses.
Yeah, I walked in front of the camera and she again immediately was like, "Hey," you know.
So we've been collecting nicknames. We're drawing super chats and super chats. To Ricky, we are the guys from TV.
Yep. So I believe it was like we actually got had a pretty long meet and greet with her because I think we each got 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we chatted with Ricky. It's always really fun to talk to Ricky. I congratulated her, I think, on being really good at streaming and stuff, and also like just in general being really fun. Yeah, I really liked the fact that the guy in front of me was like just straight up just like I have never seen Ricky Poppet before, but I'm just looking for new VTubers because the Hollow Stars are all on the getting screwed over, and he was like a huge Hollow Star stan.
You mean the guy who was like,
Yeah.
It was
He was
he
walking around
got in
the sign
trouble.
that says, "How please help?
Hollow Stars,
I'm
please."
Hollow Stars, please, please, please," and was like shaking a donation cup and stuff the whole weekend.
Which, by the way, he got in trouble because he made $5, and staff went, "You have to not do that."
Yeah, you're not legally, you can't panhandle on the premises, and he was like, okay, and then he had a can that he put like a couple pieces of metal in and was shaking it, and it said, "Do not give me money. This is a problem."
do not fund my app.
Yeah. It was really funny though. Like, and he was just like, "Yeah, but Ricky seems really cool." And I was just like, I love the fact that you're just like meet and greeting with like new VTubers you don't know and stuff. If I had like one thing that I feel like I should have done more of, it was like walking up to SVP's booth or whatever whenever there was somebody I've never talked to before and been like, "Hey, what are you?" You know, like.
I almost did that with Perry Winkleton one time because I was on my own and it was her turn. And I looked over. It's like the line was just long enough where it's like, I'm not going to take 3 minutes from the real fans. I haven't met this person yet. I haven't seen their content.
Oh, Perry's really cool. She does neat stuff. But anyway, Ricky Poppet was a really fun meet and greet. It was really fun to talk to her as well. Like, she's just really cool in general.
Oh, yeah. Ricky was very fun to talk to. She hated how tall I was.
So I had made a promise to Alicia Delantano, who at this point, her standee is like 7 feet from the door to Penny Puffball's meet and greet. I get to Penny Puffball's meet and greet. And we went to the auction before this, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's what we were.
Nick's
So
there
I
for
ran
half
out of the
auction
auction because I was going to try and win Penny because there was a Penny Puffball standee. And I was going to try and win that. And then I was going to like try and get into the meet and greet with it. Immediately the bidding goes to like $500. I think it went over $1,000.
Yeah, because it was signed. And also people really like Penny Puffball.
Yeah, Penny Puffball is fucking awesome. So that makes sense. There was like 4 standees that went for over $1,000 each. There was Penny, there was Eva, there was Iron Mouse. And was there another one that went for over 1,000?
So Pridoki, I don't remember it clearly though. NGL.
Okay.
But like, Carlos, like, you need to understand.
Yeah, go ahead.
So like up to this point, like all the standees had gone for like 400, 300 maybe. So like it's been pretty tame.
Yeah.
It's been pretty tame. We get to Eva and I look at Nick and I like kind of quietly mutter, at least to myself, like I know my limit, but I'm going to try. We hear like the starting value and then like someone raises their hand at some point and I hear like 400 and I'm like, okay. And it's like the fucking battle begins. I think the whole time I'm muttering to Nick, all that matters is how employed that mod guy was that we met. I've concluded he's very employed. That's an employed man. He has a great job. And he won the shit out of that stand. That was a battle.
I found out later, by the way, that it was like the Hollow Takeover like conglomerate that were bidding against him.
They had a group. They had he was fighting the conglomerate. Those are the guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was like
So
people were calling him the hedge fund because there was like 8 people together and they're all just like got their arms around each other, whispering to each other, and then eventually one guy pops up 800, you know, and then they're like okay, and then it goes back to the other guy. The guy's like 900. And it goes back to the other guys. They're all whispering and again, and they're like. So we had a very fun battle of will there.
Nick leaves for Penny. Which I'm glad he did because he didn't see me embarrass myself. The Snuffy standee goes up, and I'm like, it goes. And I know my limit in my head. Even though it's Canadian dollars, I still go, 300 is my limit. 300 is as far as I'm willing to go for a thing that will sit on the set we don't have anymore.
Fair.
Yeah.
Before I can say anything, we get to the point, and a guy yells, 300. And I'm like, fuck. And then I hear the lady go, going once, going twice, and I go 310. This is the part where I reveal that I didn't win because then some fucking psycho went like 360. It's like, okay. Nope. Can't, nope. No, I don't even know how we're getting it home. It goes. And I don't get the Snuffy, but that's fine. I don't watch her enough to justify this. But for what it's worth, all the proceeds from this did go to the Canadian Autoimmunity Deficiency Fund. So like all of it's going to a good cause. And the last of course, the last stand was Iron Mouse's, of course, and she goes for quite a good deal. The MC, who is this
1400 or something, right?
Yeah, 1400. The MC, the lady running it, has a very good sense of humor. She's cruel and feels no remorse and gaslights everyone and is very funny.
I believe that there were the three cosplayer guests that were running. So it was Gumbun, it was Julie B, and I think there was I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the third of the major cosplay guests that they had there.
Violently funny. Like, that is a funny fucking woman, just fucking shaming the shit out of us for ever being born. All we can do now. I think she said maybe if you bid higher on this cardboard, your mom will finally love you or something. Like, she goes for the jugular every time and it works. Ultimately, the conglomerate wins Iron Mouse. The guy walks up to go claim his Iron Mouse. I don't know who starts it, but it's not the conglomerate. It's not Hollow Takeover. The first guy here is like right in front. Someone goes, speech. And everyone else agrees, well, yeah, speech. And we all chant, speech, speech, speech. And the guy there to claim his Iron Mouse cardboard cutout goes, do I have to? Lady hands him the mic, goes, I like to thank everyone for, like, long, awkward pause. Like, he doesn't know what the fuck to say. Lady grabs him and goes, what are you going to do with your Iron Mouse? He looks to his boys and goes, we're taking her out for dinner. And all of them, yeah!
Oh, that's awesome.
So they took her to the pricey.
Is the last of the three, by the way.
So they took their Iron Mouse cutout to the pricey steakhouse in town.
Oh, nice. They took her to Chop or wherever.
Yeah, I think it was Chop. That's fucking awesome. That's so fucking funny.
Oh man.
And then you meet Penny.
Meanwhile, I ran away because I was like, okay, now I need to meet Penny Puffball. Now we get to one of the more surreal moments of this. So I'm standing in line for Penny Puffball and I get there and I'm like, okay, I'm tired. We've been conventioning for 2 days. I've met a lot of new people. I'm overloaded a little bit. It's fine. It's life. I'm standing there and like the guys in front of me are like, hey, we're going to do a thing where we all line up and we queue for Penny. Penny does a thing in her chat where if you type, she says everybody queue because queuing is a proud British tradition. So you type Q and then she goes through and says hi to everybody who queued. So you literally put the letter Q in the chat and then she'll come through and say your name and say hello to you and everything. So we all lined up and the one guy handed out little pieces of paper that had a big Q on it. So we were queuing for Penny. I grabbed my Alicia de Lentano cutout because I promised Alicia I would bring the cutout in so that Penny could see it. And then, and so I hold up a queue for Alicia and then I hold up one for me. We do a video. It's on Twitter. You can find it, I'm sure, if you look for it. But that was fun. And so I'm chatting with the guys and then, oh, I also do want to say that I feel bad because I would have liked to have auctioned off the Alicia standee for charity. And like next time I'm going to see if that's something that we can do because I don't know if that's something that we can like donate it as part of that. But I would like to do that in the future because that's kind of like part of the whole thing. I'd like the money to go to a good cause and everything. But either way, so we're standing in line for Penny and I'm talking to these guys and then Steiner walks over. Carlos, do you know who Steiner is?
Nope.
So Steiner is you've seen him before, and I know you have because we saw him on stage at the concert we went to last year because he is Densetsu.exe's manager.
Oh, okay.
And so like the guys in front of me are talking to Steiner, and then eventually like I hop in and say, "Hey, how's it going?" And I like, just kind of talk to him for a few minutes. At this point, Cam shows up. Because he is also like out of the thing has ended and he's coming to see where I'm at in the line and everything. And I'm like, oh yeah. And so we're just kind of like casually chatting about stuff. And I'm like, this is Cameron, by the way. And he goes, hey, nice to meet you. And I go, oh yeah, my name's Nick. And he goes, oh, okay, cool. And I shake his hand. And I like thank him for like, I tell him the Densetsu concert was really good this time. And I said the concert last year in DC was really fun and I had a good time there. And he was like, oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. So it was nice, just chatting with him. Which was fun. I get into the quiet room before Penny and we're standing around chatting and the other puffballs bully me into joining the Penny Discord, so now I'm in there too. They're like going around like, here's the link, you should join, you know, which is like, that's what you got to do for your Oshi. I respect it. I'm happy for it. I'm glad I'm in the server now. And also Penny's really cool, so there's nothing wrong with it. And we're chatting, and then like I look over, and the two guys just like Steiner's on the ground over there, and I look over, and Steiner's like laying on the ground because he's like wasted tired. He's so tired right now, is what he said. Like when I was talking to him, he's like, and I fly back to Japan tomorrow, and I was just like, oh, you poor man, like that's so rough. And so like I was like, if it makes you feel better, I'm driving 5 hours home as soon as I leave this meet and greet. And he was just like, oh, you have fun too then. And I was like, thanks. So. But it was one of those things where I look over and like the other guys in the line are taking pictures of him, and I'm just like, leave him alone. Let the poor man have some rest, you know? Because I'm pretty sure he was gathering up stuff. The people that were giving stuff to Penny Puffball at the meet and greet, like he was getting it all together and shipping it out for her and stuff. But either way, it was neat to see him. And it was really funny. Like all the Puffsters were like really, really like funny and entertaining in their own right too. And then I get in and I get to talk to Penny, and she's just a delight. She's like, when I'm talking to her about, I don't even remember. I waved the Alicia cutout, and I was like, I told Alicia I'd do that. Also, Akamori says that you're stinky and like poo poo. And then she's just like, you know what, I am, but that's what you're here for, right? And I was just like, hell yeah. Like, she's like, you guys love it. And I was like, yep. So I mean, again, she's really funny. She's just like, wait a minute, aren't you on that thing? You're on the super thing, the super whatever. And I was like, yeah, we were in the Super Chats podcast. She's like, yeah, you're on that. So she recognized me, which is really funny. They're very, very, very fun. And then like again, it was just fun to chat with Penny. She's very funny. She just streamed today, I think, for the first time in quite a while. So I'm excited. I was excited for that. But yeah, just in general, she's really cool. So then we get out of the Penny Puffball meet and greet. And at this point, Cameron, we are 5 hours from home.
Yeah.
And it's a little after 7, I think. Yeah, we'd loaded up the car earlier in the day. We run out, we shove Alicia between the two pieces of cardboard so that she's safe, and then we get in the car and start driving. Because there's precious little time for anything else, except
for fucking
Denny's. So we get like a half hour out of Toronto, and maybe an hour, and I'm tired, like on a very specific level where I'm like, if I don't get coffee and something to eat, I'm not making it home tonight. Cameron has been talking about how badly he wants pancakes for 2 days straight at this point. Yep. And so I go, okay, find us like somewhere to get a pancake because I want something too. He finds us a Denny's like 4 minutes up the road along our path. I go, sweet. We pull over. We hop into a Denny's. We get some Grand Slams.
Yeah. Canadian Grand Slams.
Yeah, they were good too. I fill myself up with coffee and pancakes, and I go, okay, now we can travel. We get back to the... Oh, did you have anything else you wanted to say about Denny's, Cameron? Nope. I know you were very excited.
Their syrup bottle fucking sucks. Get a new one.
Yeah, that was rough. That's the only downside so far of that. We hit the border. There was a pretty good queue at the border, as you might imagine right now. And so we had to wait there for a little bit, but we get up to the guy at the front. And like every time I've ever come back from Canada into America, like getting into Canada is very easy. Why are you going to Canada? I'm going to go fight people in the front of a Denny's. Okay, have fun. Like, that's literally getting into Canada. They don't give a shit. Just like, I literally was like, I'm going up to my buddy's house. We're smoking a brisket. And he, like, the last time I was up, and they were like, hell yeah, let me know where you're at. And then he's just like, go for it. And getting into Canada is always that easy. Not last year, but the last time I was coming back from Canada, Like the guy from the American side was like, he was giving me like the 5th degree. He was like asking all kinds of stuff. Where were you? How long were you there? Where are you going to? Do you own this car? Like, and like, so he's like, I'm used to like getting grilled. We get there to the American border crossing. I roll down the window so the guy can see everything. He's like, okay, thanks. You can roll up the window, the back windows and stuff. And he goes, like, he asks, like, are you guys just going home? He's like,
Yeah.
we were like, yep. He's just like, you know, what are you guys doing? Oh, we were up for a convention. Okay, cool. And then he uses our names and is like, all right, Cam, Nick, you guys have a good night, and gives us our passports. I was like, wow.
In and out.
Like we drove away. I was like, that's the nicest any like border crossing into America I've ever had. That guy is like 5-star rated, like absolutely the best border crossing guard I've ever seen. He was chill. He made sure that we were who we said we were, checked our passports, and was like, all right, have like, welcome home. Go for it. You know, like that was great. We drove. We had to stop. We stopped for gas at one point. We stopped for snacks at one point and to use the bathroom because I had to pee real bad. But aside from that, that was about it. Got home. We didn't get home till like, I got home at like 1 a.m.
Yeah, yep, I got home that time too.
Yeah, and then I like basically got into my house, immediately got into bed and passed out. I woke up at like 10 a.m. the next day on Monday, which is not bad because I had the first 3 days of the week off. And also, though, I had a flight down to Washington, D.C. on Monday. So then I had to dump everything out of my bag, fill it up with fresh clothes, and then immediately head to the airport, basically. And then I flew on a single propeller turboprop plane to Washington, D.C. Got to Washington, D.C. My friends were like, let's go to round 1. We went. I won 3 Hatsune Mikus and an Emo Banana. And then the next day we went and saw Hatsune Miku in concert. I've wanted to see Hatsune Miku for like 15 years. I finally got to do that. And then the next day I flew home and now I'm recording a podcast. Which is why I haven't posted any of this stuff from OshiUplink on the internet fucking anywhere that I wanted to because I was too busy like going and flying down to see Hatsune Miku because this is the busiest time of my year right now, apparently. It was just like the last 5 days. Very fun. Lots of good time. Cameron, how do you feel about OshiUplink?
It was good.
Okay, I agree. I think there's like 3 or 4 places where they should definitely work on improving, but in general, like for a first-year convention, I can't understate this. For a first-year convention, it was really good. They did a lot of things very, very well. Like everything was more or less convenient. They did a lot of really good organizing as far as like working with the hotel and everything to make sure that there was food available. This is the best hydration I've seen at a convention in a fucking decade. There was water stations everywhere, all you could drink. Let's go. Like they did a lot of really, really good, simple quality of life things that you don't see that often at bigger conventions. And I love that. Like I said,
I mean,
go ahead.
just to like to be honest, I don't know what it is about anime conventions. They are very notoriously badly run.
Yeah.
Almost all of them.
So this was like fantastic. This was great. There's a few things I would like to say. I would think that a lottery system for the meet and greets is probably a better idea in the long run as opposed to first come, first serve. First come, first serve is kind of fine whenever you're, under 1,000 people or your convention or under 2,000 people or whatever, but a lottery system feels more fair, especially because like even if they're doing an hour of meet and greets and they're 1 minute meet and greets, then that's only 60 slots. So like it's rough. There's no good answer, unfortunately. It just kind of is what it is, but I imagine that lottery system is probably in the works for that in the future. They've said before that the guidebook app wasn't really an option because getting listed on that is actually really rather expensive and it was outside their budget, but they are looking at different things because their schedule was basically a Google sheet. And so that was a little difficult to navigate at times. It would be nice if they did have like a better system for that, but they are, like I said, they're aware of that. They're exploring it. They've been talking about it on their Discord and stuff. having more panels would be really nice. And like, I know we applied for a panel and got rejected. Boo hoo. Like, it's like, that sucks for us on an individual level. But realistically, there were moments where there was like, short of walking into the dealer hall and looking at stuff to buy, there wasn't really a whole lot to do because there wasn't a panel for another hour. Or like there was at least 1 or 2 panels that got canceled. So I think that on the panel side, there's a lot of room to grow for them. And I'm hoping that in the future they have a lot more opportunity for that to do things with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But those are really like the only punch ups I can really think of. Cam, did you have anything else?
We pretty much share the same thing because I'm not really sure what all I would add or change about it that wouldn't incur massive costs or a complete change of venue. I heard there were card games, but I didn't play any of them because I don't know. I bought all these card games, I never played them. I'm like Pokemon card fans.
Yeah, I think the meet and greets were like super well run. They were really, really well maintained. They were very professional about all of that. It was really nice. Aside, like, so there's a lot that was really great at the convention. I really loved my experience there, and I think it was great. And I'm definitely planning on going again. So, okay, well, we've sort of filled our time this week. Actually.
Yep, so that's it, everyone. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah. Unironically, if you have like a single thing that either of you would like to shout out from our notes this week, then please feel free. Otherwise, I'm just going to read. Okay, I'm going to read some comments then, unless you have something you'd like to point out, Carlos.
I mean, there was a few interesting things that happened this week, but like, let's be honest, this was convention episode.
Yeah, that's just the way it is.
Supplementing a little, I did watch Bonnie's 3D concert, which was also her 3D debut.
Ooh.
That was a good time. So, yeah, I'm glad you got to see her.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about that. Hopefully next week we'll maintain that on our schedule of things to talk about.
Rin Penrose got a 2.0. She already had a birthday stream. I need to go back and watch it. It's aggressively Cal themed. The merch for it is pretty great, actually.
It does look really good.
Actually, she already had a really, really good vlog video that she put out.
Oh shit!
If you haven't seen it, you really should watch it.
Yeah, holy fuck. Oh, I guess like a vibe update, even though no one watched here deep enough. Callie says things are looking good. She's probably gonna come back sooner than later, which is important. Really good. I don't. Oof. I can't talk about more because it's all membership stuff that I pay. You can fucking check my username. I've been giving her money for quite a bit. So yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Word is though that things are looking up, which is good.
Yes, like very positive note. Good. Callie, come back stronger. Make sure management appreciates you. Get back to Hypnospace, please. I'm glad she's taking a break though.
Right.
She's taking like a real ass break right now.
Which is nice to hear in general.
Just a couple other little things I wanted to mention.
Good.
I did hang out in Ambrose's graduation stream. He was just hanging out, and Ionia, that's Charlotte Suzu, Isla Coleman, Reina Sun, and Nene Amano. They had like a big anniversary stream. It was supposed to be the announcement for a group funding, like a crowdfunding through Sponsa for a 3D concert. They had a goal of $8,000 for this 1 month time limit. It was fully funded during the announcement stream.
That's awesome.
So that will be happening in the future.
Nice. Yeah, Nene Amano standee went for a lot. I remember that too.
Yeah. I saw it go up and I went, I played in my head, like, okay, could we get this for Carlos? No. Bloodbath. It was rough.
There was a lot of people that were really excited about the standees, which is understandable. Zagaro last week said, I summoned to watch and leave a comment. Hollowy_herb bloodflame. No.
Didn't work.
I do like this comment, though. It is nice. Eagle said, Alicia Delantano of the Cow Lab now, because they're cow labbing quite a lot, which is fair. And he said, I want to say you guys are awesome, whether I'm having a bad day or sick and feeling bad, I can turn on any episode and have a great laugh listening to you boys banter back and forth. Thank you guys for being amazing. Thank you, Eagle.
Not any
sweetheart.
episode, but thank you.
Don't start at the start. It's a trap. Echo Mori commented last week. Hi, Echo.
Hi, Echo.
Said, thank you. Means a lot that you say I'm brave. You know I'm a woman for the people. # go white girl go. which is why, by the way, I said you're such a brave white woman at the meet and greet. Alicia Delantano commented and just said play WLO.
I did. I fucking did.
Oh man.
I will find time to install that. I will.
It's your turn now, Carlos. I'm level 10. You at least gotta get to level 10.
I made it as far as figuring out what I'm supposed to do to actually play the game.
It's a whole thing.
that's
I
good.
think I'm a citizen of China now.
Jess Teeter said, I was watching that stream and I fully regretted it. This was, I believe, in reference to the Paige
The Homestuck
Turner
stream.
Homestuck stream.
Yeah, because I saw him join it. I watched him go into it and go like, what's going on? I'm like, dude, you either live with it or you're there's nothing for you here. This is not a normal stream.
Yeah, it's a rough one. Darth DBzilla said, damn, this episode was great. Hope you guys can get an interview with Utano Pandora soon. She's amazing. I agree. That's why I bought a
agree.
pen light with her face on it.
Yeah. And she has a big concert coming up. Pandora has a lot going on.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. I would like to say that actually. Let's shout that out. Pandora has a huge charity concert coming up. It should be just in the next few days, I think, right? Types loudly into Twitter. Da-da-da-da-da. It's the Pandora Daru Shuffle Charity Concert, sponsored by Neon Shrine, which is the people that I bought this from. Which was very nice. And yeah, if you know a VTuber, they're probably in this concert. There's like 700 of them. It is on Sunday, May 10th at 9 p.m. GMT or 4 p.m. EDT. So get ready, because that's coming up this weekend. This weekend.
You better see it.
I'll have my Utano Pandora pen light at the ready.
And I'll have it at the correct colors, I guess, just now.
Nice. I approve. Yeah, there's
She's
a
one of these
ton
two.
really cool VTubers. Oh my god, is that just literally everybody. Holy shit. Kieran's in there, there's Alicia, there's Rem, there's Lazuli, there's Bonge, there's Tomoe Carmine, there's Bree, there's Lemmy Leachin, and Perry. God, if you look for 4 seconds. Anyways. Everybody get ready, and all the money goes to the Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital, which is a really great charity and is worth your consideration for your donations. So, tune in and support. Where were we at? Trevor says, why does Elizabeth, the largest of the friends, not simply eat the other two?
Good question.
Solid question. Call Me Miss Kid said, minor update for the EN stars. They've been downsized in terms of merch. Flayon's birthday merch will be the last of its kind for the foreseeable future. So that is certainly an update there. That is really rather
Spare
unfortunate
change.
to hear about.
Spare change.
Exactly.
I guess on a good note, I guess Bettel won the Tumblr sexy.
Oh, the sexiest clown thing?
Jester, the sexiest clown contest.
Yeah. So that is good news. That's good news for the boys. Congratulations,
Yeah.
boys.
Congratulations.
You beat out Hugh Morris, and that's pretty great. Also, we got a comment from Abdul Ari Fan 9991 on a YouTube short that was posted like 2 years ago from us about Fafnir.
Ooh.
They said it's definitely planted the seed of its future's destiny. So, which is Gundam references. That's Gundam references, folks.
Cool.
So
I'm glad
thank
you
for
found your
that comment
people.
as well. They found me. Man, thank you everybody who commented. We always really appreciate it. We hope you did enjoy last week's episode. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode.
We hope you hate VTuber news.
Because you're not getting any this week, basically. That's a lie. We still managed to sneak a pretty good amount in there.
Mhm.
This is why we like Carlos.
I fucked up and didn't write down the birthdays. I'm sorry.
Fucking idiot. Shiori Novella just had hers.
Yeah,
But I don't know who's coming
we
up.
announced that.
Yeah. Who could possibly
what-
be having a birthday soon?
I don't know. What days am I supposed to be covering this time?
May 7th onwards, my friend.
Cam, did you ever have a Vietnamese coffee? I had one when I was in DC and it was delicious. And I wasn't sure if you've ever had one. It's
So
like
when
a
do you
black
think Steel Ball
coffee,
Run's
but they
coming back,
foam
Carlos?
up a bunch of sugar into it, and it was like really good. I had that. And a
You still
banh
playing
mi.
Yu-Gi-Oh,
The
Carlos?
Banh mi was just so fucking good. Happy birthday, May 9th
Maybe I'll
to
get back
Twin
to you.
Tails. They're, I believe, one of the riggers that rigged Iron Mouse, if I remember correctly. And they're also a VTuber in their own right. Happy birthday also on May 9th to Cecilia Rosenkreutz. They are a cycloptic horror VTuber that she's really cool, just in general. I saw more merchandise of her at OshiUplink than I expected too. So I was happy to see that. That was really cool. So the banh mi I got it with an egg on
Okay,
it,
he's
and
looking
I've
again, he's
never
looking again.
had
He's looking one more
like
time.
an egg on a banh mi, but it was really
Egg.
good. And I think
Egg.
in the future, I'd
Egg.
really like to have fried
Egg.
eggs on my banh mi at
Egg.
all times.
Egg.
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 Happy birthday on May 10th to Mara Vespide of Vialore. Let's go.
So
I have
close
a-
to
wait, hold
Mother's
on.
Day. If not Mother's Day. Yeah.
I like that woman. She's
I do like women. I
cool.
love women, dude.
Fan of women. It's just, like.
Okay, he's
Oh, happy birthday on May 11th. Before I make like a random misogynist joke or something. May 11th, happy birthday to Raura Pantera.
who is a Joel Vinesauce fan, I guess.
Yeah, her muscles.
Joel,
Muscles.
Joel responded. He's very pleased. He offered a collab. She should not take it. Considering Joel Vinesauce's most recent artistic endeavors is an 40-minute album called Car Sex.
Nothing wrong with that. Happy birthday on May 12th to Ichijo Ririka from HoloLive Device. Do you guys see that you can be a VTuber in Star Fox now?
Yes, I did. If you use the fucking Nintendo Switch 2 social features, who no one on the planet has used. Not a soul.
Yeah, you're right. That is a rather unfortunate thing.
No. Not unfortunate.
Happy birthday on May 13th to Magico Mamie. She's currently associated with Glitch Stars.
Oh. Are there more? Are you saying it?
There might be.
Okay.
I was just trying to find out if Apollo is still active. But either way, happy
Okay.
birthday on May 13th to Apollo from Mythos.
Nice.
And then we got one more day I gotta scrub through really quickly. There's a VTuber just named Jelly Donut. I didn't even know that.
Homer Simpson's favorite.
Yeah, probably.
Dough.
Jelly Donut. She's a female Singaporean VTuber. Well, happy birthday to Jelly Donut on May 14th. Oh my goodness. There's a couple big birthdays on May 14th. Happy birthday on May 14th to Victoria Sun Eater. Victoria the Sun Eater. And also happy birthday on May 14th to Yukinoshita Pio. Or Peo, as I should probably pronounce it, as I learned. That's the birthdays. That's the podcast. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.